if I'm back. And I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's go. Thank you, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the show. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Welcome, everyone, back to the Peti Kish on Live. I'm back with another topic of the week, guys. A lot of things happened this week, especially in the gaming sphere. I would say a lot of gaming stuff today. For sure, a lot of things happened. Sorry, guys. I was going to do last night real late, but I just didn't do it because I sat down with my brother and we watched the Game Awards after a while. And I was like, okay, you know what? I watched it. I don't think I'm going to react to it because it's probably better that way anyways, because a lot of the games they showed off, the cinematics, most of them just cutscenes and cinematics, barely any gameplay. There's like copyright issues, and it's probably better that way anyways, so I don't have to cut things out here and there in videos, kind of deal. So I think it was better that way, for sure. Okay, I'm just checking out everything good. Volume's good. Okay, everything should be good. Let's see the stream. But besides that, it was a decent stream, which I'll be getting into closer to the topic itself. Let me just check here. Okay. We're good. We're good. All right. All right. So what's happening, guys, besides the Game Awards that happened? I'm going to give you my thoughts at the very end, pretty much. I'll leave timestamps for you all so you guys know what part you guys want me to talk about. So each part, what I talk about, will be with the timestamps, as usual, if you've been following the channel. But we'll be going into all that, a lot of things, especially with also, we're going to see, or not really watch it, but talk about a little bit about Supergirl, because there's copyright music in that trailer, and I don't want to get flagged for that as well. So we're talking about a little bit about Supergirl, the new teaser trailer that dropped, as well as we're going to be talking on the Game Awards, my thoughts about the whole thing. I did watch it. We'll talk about some announcements and awards and all that. We have some fast topics as well. We have the GameStop Award of 2025. So that one's kind of weird. I kind of want to glance through it or check it out at least, see what it's about, because I heard some things on X/Twitter about that showing of GameStop doing their own Game Awards kind of deal. And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty weird, but okay, I'll check it out. So I'm guessing it's kind of like the real Game Awards with side-scrollers, Stuttering Craig. They have their own thing going, which I highly recommend checking it out because that is going to be a good one, I think. I really like, so far, what I saw from season one of, pretty much season one of the real Game Awards, I really liked what they had to offer there, and it was quick, it was fast, right to the point about what awards what games won for best categories for each thing, and that was it, with some laughs here and there and different, I guess, content creators, talking about their thing, their own skit, their own schmeal. They did everything they could, and I thought it was a good time. But now, what we're going to go through is there's a lot of different things to talk about, fast topics. I'll try to go as fast as I can with these, with many other things. First off, what is happening to the channel? I've been losing subscribers, guys. I know. No one wants to hear this. No one cares. Blah, 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 blah. I've been losing subscribers. Don't know why. Maybe people are sick and tired of the live streams. Don't know. Maybe I'm not pushing enough content for you guys, more videos. Don't know. what's going on. I lost a couple of subscribers recently. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't like what I had to say. Maybe they didn't like the content. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the algorithm screwing me over, like a lot of other YouTubers right now. You know? Big YouTubers, small YouTubers, it doesn't matter. Everyone's getting screwed. Front, back, everywhere. They're getting fucked in every position, as you can say. Literally everywhere. But still, yeah, so I would appreciate, guys, really like the stream if you could. It really does help the channel. And as well, sub if you're new here. We have a lot of things on here with have to do with entertainment, with the gaming sphere, pop culture, movies, TV shows, all sorts of things like that. We use some common sense here and some critical thinking. We try to observe and give our own observation about what is going on in, the entertainment landscape, pretty much. Mostly gaming today, though. Mostly gaming, because a lot of gaming stuff came up recently. So that's why we're doing gaming. So that's why we're doing that today. Okay, so what else do I have to think of? There's a lot of other things I'm trying to think of on the fly. Oh yeah, I started a new intro. So the next videos that will be coming out before the end of the year, I have a video that's coming out. I'm going to be working on. I'm writing the script for and all sorts of things for an end of the year video. There is going to be tiny videos here and there through the end still, but there's going to be one big one. It's going to be one is for so it's going to be a video at the end of the year, the most disappointing and the most best of the year, gaming wise, as well as movies and TV shows wise. So it's going to be split into two parts. I'm going to do a gaming one video and a movie / TV show one. The reason why is because last year when I did that, I didn't get enough views on it. I think because the algorithm wants me to do just one certain one. It has to be movies or TV shows or gaming, because I put both in one category. And it was a long video. And I think the video did really well. It's just it didn't have enough impact. And I thought it was a good video. So for 2024. Now for 2025, how we're going to end it is I'm going to split it in two parts. So there's going to be a gaming one and there's going to be a movie / TV, like I said. So I think that would be better for you guys if you're interested in any of those. I think that would be a positive thing with that as well as little niche little videos in between. But the big videos will be those two at the end of the year, guys. So I'll be working on that before the end of the year. It's the worst and the best of gaming and movies and TV shows of the year kind of deal. My personal opinion, my personal takes on them, what is going on, what happened at the end of the year. It's a good explanation video, as well as maybe these are the things I should check out before the end of the year kind of deal, So, yeah, that's happening. I'll let you guys know that is before I'll try to do, let's just say I will try to get these videos out before the end of the year, if I can. If not, maybe it'll slide into 2026 in January, maybe in the beginning, but it should be then. Now, I also have a new intro, guys. So the new videos will have a new intro, and I want to show you off the new intro. Here's the video, guys. This is the new intro for the new upcoming videos. Check this out. What did you guys think? I think it was pretty good, right? I think it was short, to the point, just Peti Kish Han. There you go. My little animated avatar. Boom. Moving. It feels like an 80s VHS tape, retro style, with the synth in the background. As you know, I'm a big fan of synthwave stuff, retro stuff. So it just makes sense. I think it's wonderful. I think it's great. I didn't want it to be too long and too obnoxious. So I just want it to be straight to the point. Peti Kish, boom. There's the logo. There's my face, my avatar face. Boom, in and out. That's all we got. Real quick. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's a pretty cool intro. Pretty neat, fast. I don't want my intros to be too long either. So I think it's just right. It's just right. That's what she said.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Just right. All right. Let's get into the fast topics, guys. I've been talking too long. So let's get into these fast topics because we got a lot of things in the pipeline right now with this week. A lot of things. Before we get to the main topics. Here we go. Okay. So now we talked about this before, guys, on a couple of streams ago, that RAM has been going up for parts. It's not just for PC like this article says here. PC RAM now costs more than some new graphics cards. So this is not just for graphics cards, RAM for PCs. This could be anything. This could be phones. This could be TVs. I don't know if some TVs might have RAM. Consoles. So everything is going up in price. People are saying, oh, it's the tariffs that's doing this. The economy is going up because of the tariffs and all this, right? No. I've been saying this for a while. There's some fake inflation going on here with a lot of things. Actually, there's a huge AI boom right now. And a lot of these companies that are making these RAMs are getting boosted to do them with AI. So the servers are getting stocked up with the RAM, and it's having less impact, and there's less distribution of RAM now in the market for people to actually grab. So that's why your consoles, your Switch 2, your PS5 Pro, your Xbox, everything's going up. It's because of AI with these RAMs. So that's why you're going to see a lot of influx of price hikes going up and up and up. So that's what's going on with this right now. So just letting you know, it's better maybe at the moment to get what you need before everything goes up. If you're not, if you're not economically well right now, like a lot of people I know personally, a lot of people, it's hard out there. I understand it's hard. So maybe in the future you could grab something like this. For me, I want to build my PC. Obviously, it's a little bit hard at the moment, but hopefully I can do it in the future. Not at the moment. Not at the moment at this point. But yeah, everything's going up. So if you want to get things, you should get them right as fast as you can as possible to do what you need to do. Switch 2 prices are going up. It's, $450 to $500. Maybe it'll go up to $600 at the moment. It's going to go up higher and higher each time. Same with the PlayStation 5, with the Pro, or with the regular PlayStation 5. Same with the Xbox, Series S and X. All of these are going up. PC parts, if you're going to look for PC parts, it's going to be very difficult. It's GPU, CPUs are pretty high, but RAM is the highest thing right now in the market. Even higher than I think graphics card, if that's even possible. I think it's even higher than that, like this article says here. So this is crazy, guys. I never thought in my lifetime that RAM, usually it's the cheaper of the side of a PC. You know, it's usually the cheapest part of the PC. But I never thought in my lifetime RAM would be more expensive than a graphics card or even a console. Just, you know, 2 pieces of RAM or anything, or 4, like, be that expensive. It's insane. It's insane. So I'm just saying it's better to be a little bit what's the word? More observant of what is going on here, because even here with Pirate Nation posting this, what Nintendo Switch 2 could become more expensive as RAM costs rise 41%. Nintendo now pays 41% more for the DRAM used in the Switch 2 than it did 3 months ago. So just 3 months ago when it released, or whatever, when it came out, the Switch 2, like when it started or whatever, it was cheaper. Now it went up so much. As you can see, it's just going up and up. So, like I said, I don't know how much it's going to go up. I would say probably 100, but it could be up to another 200. Who knows? Maybe the Switch 2 will be $700. That would be insane. And like I said, it's like everything's going up with costs, you know. And the Switch 2 could be what's the word? Inflicted with losing their losing more of their revenue with these consoles. So the consoles, like I said, the consoles, either way, if it goes up, it's not going to be good for Nintendo. If it goes down, it's still not good enough. So what's happening is the Switch 2 console is going to be hard to get, as well as it's going to be hard to get for most people because economic reasons, and which will also suck because that means the games are going to be rising up, and the games depends on the performance or how it's doing, what kind of game it is. It depends on the customer now. So if the customer looks at, you know, YouTube videos or different videos, or looks at other people, what they think about the game, if the game is just generic and not good, like Metroid Prime 4 is just, it's good, but it's not good enough for the price point, you know, kind of deal. That's what's happening with Nintendo here. So Nintendo's games are going to sell less, I think. And if this is a thing, then the Switch 2 will sell less. So their first year was great. Like they said, it was great. But you're going to see a decrease, I would say, in just people not buying the console. I would think. Less people buying the console, less people buying their games. So it's going to affect the game industry as a whole, not just Nintendo, but everyone else. So it's going to be weird. And a lot of these like indie games that are coming out, like I've said, this year indies and AA's were king. And they're cheaper in price. So I think more people will be wanting to try out more indie and AA games because they're just cheaper at a cheaper price point than a lot of these AAA games. And the AAA games have been decreasing in quality. And that's why I think it's going to be more appealing to just look for more cheaper games that have actually good quality to them. That's why you're seeing a lot of free-to-play games that actually are getting better. Yes, they have problems. Obviously, they're free-to-play, so they're going to have a paywall across it, you know, some cosmetics and all that. But there's going to be a point where the free-to-play games actually are getting better in quality of game, you know. So just wanted to bring that up real quick with that because that's insane. these prices are increasing like crazy. All right, here's another one. We have here Helldivers 2 X Killzone returns as a legendary Warbound. So what? When I saw this news, I was like, wait, a new Killzone's coming out? Hell yeah. But no, it's just Killzone themed premium Warbound heading to Helldivers 2. So Helldivers 2 is getting Killzone. You can be the Hellgast and all that. And I was like, oh shit, this is sick. You know, kind of deal. Because they've done collabs with Halo, ODST, and now they're doing with Killzone. So I just thought this was cool in general. I know there's a trailer for it. I don't really want to watch it at the moment, really. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're excited. When is this coming out, though? Back in December 2024, Killzone made its first appearance in Helldivers 2 with 2 waves of crossover items. Included weapon armors, all that. Okay. So Helldivers 2 for 100,000 or 1,500 super credits, players will be able to unlock the premium Warbound packed with iconic Killzone weapons, armor, and cosmetics. When is this launching though? Players joining after the Helldivers 2 Killzone items left the store in December 2024 can access the Warbound by unlocking it for that. Okay. Premium. Okay. It should be coming out. It's probably coming out now, right? It should be out now. I don't know. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled. If you're playing Helldivers 2, check this out because Killzone's pretty badass. So is Halo ODST, but Killzone fits that world really well. So does ODST, to be honest. But this one just felt really to the point. It's like, damn, this is sick. This is sick. But yeah, they got the capes and everything. They got the symbol for their cape, the Hellgast. Yeah, it's just badass. I want to be the Colonel from Killzone 2, the Colonel Radic guy. He was pretty sick. Like, his design was cool. He was unique, his design-wise. But, yeah. Just want to show you that. Next. Here we go. Let's see what we got here next here for you guys. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This is a little bit sad news for me in general. If you're a Tekken fan, this is a bit upsetting, but at the same time, it's worth it for what he has done for Tekken. So, Tekken producer Katsunhiro Harada to leave Bandai Namco after 30 years.
Holy shit.
So, Harada, based Harada, I call him based Harada. He had some dumb takes before too, but Harada, he gives no shits. He listens to his fan base, he really does, and he gives them what they want, but he also does his own thing, you know, kind of deal. And he's been doing Tekken for such a long time, literally 30 years. And now he's leaving at the end of this month. He's leaving. I hope he has a protege to take over the Tekken IP and make it what it is. But he had a big... He's one of the big names, like we had, you know, the passing of the Dead or Alive creator, or the Dead or Alive creator who made the Ninja Gaiden games too. It affected him a lot, Harada, as well as other people in his life leaving him, you know. And he realized that I think he just wants to retire. I don't know if he wants to make his own gaming company or studio or whatever, but he wants to do things differently now. Tekken executive producer and executive director Katsunhiro Harada has announced that he will leave Bandai Namco after 30 years of working at the company and forming a legacy that has shaped fighting games. Definitely, he was definitely the one of the kings of 3D fighters, for sure. He's one up there with Virtual Fighter, I would say, and Dead or Alive. Harada revealed that news on X on December 8th, touring it as that the final day of the Tekken series 30th anniversary. I'd like to share that I be leaving Bandai Namco at the end of 2025. Let me zoom in more here. With the Tekken series reaching its 30th anniversary, an important milestone for a project I've evolved much of my life to. I felt this was the most fitting moment to bring one chapter to a close. So it doesn't mean he's not going to be making games or doing something different. He might be still doing it. He's just done with, I guess, Tekken for now, or for a long time, He's done for it now. Done with this chapter of this. My roots lie in the days when I supported small local tournaments in Japanese arcades in a small halls and community centers overseas. Harada recrowded. I still remember carrying arcade cabinets by myself, encouraging people to please try out Tekken and directly lacing the players right in front of me. The conversation and atmosphere we shared in those places became the core who I am as a developer and a game creator. Harada further reminded, even as the time changed, those experiences have remained at the center of my identity. And even after the tournament scene grew much larger, many of you continue to treat me like an old friend, challenging me at various venues, inviting me out for drinks and at bars. Those memories are also deeply precious to me. In recent years, I experienced the loss of several close friends in my personal life. And in my professional life, I witnessed the retirement of passing of many senior colleagues, whom I deeply respect. Those accumulated events made me reflect on the time I have left as a creator. It should be noted, Harada gave a heartfelt tribute to his rival, the late Dead or Alive creator, Tomonobu Itagi, who passed away last year. Like I said, last year, who passed away last year, this year. He passed away this year. That's wrong. They messed up in the article. They messed it up. Whatever. During the period, I sought advice from Ken Kozaring, who I respect as though he were another father, and received individual encouragement and guidance. His words quietly supported me in making this decision, Harada shared. Over the past 4 to 5 years, I gradually handed over all my responsibilities as well as the stories and world building I oversaw to the team, bringing me to the present day. Looking back, I was fortunate to work on an extremely versatile of projects. Titles such as Summer Lessons, Poking Tournament, and the Soul Calibur series. Hell yeah, Soul Calibur is awesome, dude. And many others, both inside and outside the company. Hell yeah. Each project was full of new discoveries and learning, and every one of them became art and inspirational, irreplaceable experience to me. To everyone who has supported me, to communities around the world, and to all the colleagues who have walked alongside me for so many years, I offer my deepest gratitude. Harada thanked. I'll share more about my next steps at a later date. Thank you very much for everything. Harada also included a postscript. Although I will be leaving the company at the end of 2025, Bandai Namco has asked me to appear at the TWT Tekken World Tournament Finals at the end of January 2025. So I expect to be all attended as a guest. That's cool. So they're giving him a little bit something before he leaves. Pretty much he's left, but he's a guest now there. Harada concluded this post with one last gift. Music. For 30 years, I kept saying, I'll do it someday, and never was once performed as a DJ at the tournament event. That would be a Harada thing. I'm a DJ. I've been working with this song for 30 years, and here we go. I'll blast you with this remix. So instead, I will be releasing for the first and last time a 60-minute Tekken DJ-style non-stop DJ mix, personally edited by myself, together with the announcement. What a badass dude. What a legend, dude. He's like, I just literally... He needs a clap. He definitely needs a clap for that one. Hell yeah. He just like, see ya guys, peace, I'm leaving. Also, I'll be DJing at the freaking tournament, as well as I've worked on this mix. So I'll have this mix out so you guys can check it out on my SoundCloud right now. Like, it's so funny. Listening to it brings back many memories. Thank you again, sincerely, for all these years. The accompanying my accompanying SoundCloud link to the track shows hundreds of fans leaving comments and gratitude and well wishes to Harada. There you go. So Harada's moving to a new chapter in his life, and he will be missed in the Tekken community for sure. He will be missed. But the thing is, will this be good for Tekken, or will this start Tekken losing its charm? You know, it depends who he gave, you know, the rules and the ropes to, pretty much, to take on this series. I don't know. We will see. But Tekken 8 at the moment, you know, it's good, but it definitely has a lot of missteps right now. Tekken 8 is feeling really weird right at the moment. It's not bad, but it's not good either. I would say it's probably worse than it started out in the beginning. I don't know. It still has issues, you know. And there are still characters people are waiting for to come out for DLCs and all sorts of things like that. You know, Tekken 8 is a good game. Not saying it's not. It's just something needs to be tweaked in Tekken to make it feel a better experience. It's very... I always call it's the Dark Souls of fighting games, because it really is. It really is a tough game. There's tough combos to learn. It's not easy, especially for me, because I love fighting games, but I'm like a unskilled fighter. I like to pick up fighting games, learn it for a little bit, and then move on and play another fighting game. Like, I don't stick to one fighting game. I stick to many fighting games. So if I remember a combo of this character because I recognize it from the other games and all that, I'll just, you know, learn it and then do it again and again and again. And then if they do something new, I'll be like, oh shit, they ruined what my combos used to be, and now I'll do a different thing, you know? But I'm that guy. I love fighting games. It's like one of my favorite genres. But the thing is, I don't like to stick to one fighting game. I stick to many, you know, kind of deal. I play different types of fighting games. 2D ones, 3D ones, party fighting games, all sorts of fighting games, you know? But yeah, this is sad, but it is a good move. He deserves all the praise right now. Harada, for sure. Definitely deserves a lot of praise. All right. But you know who doesn't deserve many praises right now? Call of Duty. So, Call of Duty scraps back-to-back games, says future release will be meaningful, not incremental. Oh, I didn't want to say it. Just a munch.
No!
Huh?
So, What this means is, as fast as I can, because it's a fast topic, Call of Duty said, we fucked up. Not like that. In PR, in HR would say, this wasn't our best we did this year. And now, moving forward for next year and the other Call of Duties after each year, we're not going to do one-to-one game franchises like we had Black Ops 6 last year, and now we have Black Ops 7. We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to have the same franchise, but another number on it, you know? So we're going to switch it up. Maybe Modern Warfare, maybe Black Ops, and maybe something else in between. Or Advanced Warfare. I don't know what they're going to do. So that's what they're saying. And they're saying they screwed up, pretty much. They screwed up. So, yeah, this was one of the worst Call of Duties. And I can officially say that Call of Duty is in such a bad spot that it's not even Call of Duty. You know, people are saying, oh, this game's the Call of Duty killer. No, Call of Duty Call of Duty destroyed himself. It wasn't even Battlefield 6 or Arc Raiders that did it. They did it to themselves. Call of Duty doesn't know what it wants to be. It's not a realistic shooter, military shooter anymore like Battlefield is. It's more of just like a kooky, crazy, trying to be like Fortnite kind of stuff. If I want to play Fortnite, I'll play Fortnite. I wouldn't want to play Fortnite Call of Duty. I'm sorry. That's just the real aspect of it. No one cares. You see this in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and you're like, what am I fighting a giant? What is this? What is going on? You know? But they pretty much messed up, and they are not going to do back-to-back the same franchise, which I say they don't need to do back-to-back, yes. But you know what? Maybe take some time off. Maybe let your devs cook for a little bit. Let them not have a freaking yearly-ass game, same shit, same thing over and over again. The same crap they do, same with sports games, where they just update the tallies, update some rosters. That's literally all they do, and it's the same crap rehashed over and over. They do this all the time. Call of Duty is the same thing. Call of Duty, okay, they add like a new campaign, and then they add a different coat of paint, and then they add zombies like they do now all the time for everything. So, with the multiplayer too. And then they bring back, oh, remember this map? It's nostalgic, blah, blah, blah. Like, they always do this, and it's really getting to the point where it's getting boring. Like, as from Heels versus Baby's Face would say, boring. It's boring. Because it is. It's fucking boring. No one cares anymore. No one cares.
No!
So what they're doing instead now, because how bad this game is, how bad it's selling everything, they're just like, there is right here. So next week, they're doing this thing where they pretty much giving out the game for free for a limited time. An open play double XP weekend for Black Ops 7 multiplayer and zombies modes as set to take place from December 19th to 21st in order to let the public experience the game firsthand and decide their option for yourselves. Yeah, but we also want your credit card information just in case you want to opt out. We will fund you the game so you can buy it. And also get these skins and these new weapon skins and these characters or these design characters that you can't see, but that you can only see their hands because it's first person. Yeah. Really cool, right? Really worth the price. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they would do that because Activision is such a scummy company, too. A commitment to pretend seasonal support as based on ensure that our continuing feedback will help shape our seasonal updates over the coming months. and making sure that Black Ops 7 earns its place as one of the best Black Ops games you'll ever made.
Huh?
And finally, the aforementioned changing of the current release calendar, I guess. So they're giving away the game for a limited time for free just for you to play all these modes. Whoop-de-doo. No one gives a crap about Call of Duty. Call of Duty, there's no Call of Duty killer. Call of Duty did it to themselves. They freaking took everything that was Call of Duty, the seriousness, the badassery of it, and destroyed it. They destroyed themselves with this, and this is why no one cares about Call of Duty. The only people that pick up Call of Duty is the people that play them every year, all the normies, that literally their backlog category, if you look at their games they play, it's just Call of Duty, 2K, and literally all those games, and there's no other, actually decent, good games out there. It's just literally media slop. I call it media slop now. It's because it's the same thing repurposed every time with a new coat of paint, but it's the same shit. It's like, let's give you something that's actually, I'll literally wrap up shit for you and give it to you as a package. The package looks good, but when you open it, oh boy, you're going to get something that you're not going to be happy with. You're not going to be happy with, Pretty shit, if you ask me. But that's what Call of Duty is. It looks good from the outside, but when you start playing after a while and they do some new updates, they fuck it up, and it's just ass. It's just ass. It's a bad franchise. Like, it had its moments during Modern Warfare, I think, and like the start of Black Ops, it really did have its moments. But after that, where the Vance stuff came in and other stuff, like Cold War, I guess, was okay. But it's starting to get worse and worse each entry, So, yeah. Rip to COD, I would say. Rip to COD, it might still come back in some sort of way. It might still be relevant, but, I don't think it's going to be a thing. And, there's rumors of a movie coming out for Call of Duty. So, Call of Duty's not in a good place right now at the moment, I would say. Not good at all. You know what else is not good? Netflix. So Netflix sees no value in Warner Bros. Games, but are super excited to exploit the properties they've built. So Netflix, Netflix has a gaming a gaming portion, not just movies and TV shows they distribute. They also distribute games, which I asked the question, what games? Because I don't think anything Netflix does is actually worth it with games-wise. But it seems like if they're getting Warner Bros., which it's still, Warner Bros. Is probably going to get it. But if not, Paramount's trying to get back at it and say, oh, I gave you guys a better bid. Why are you going with Netflix when that was actually a smaller bid kind of deal? Like, you would think the highest bidder would get Warner Brothers, right? Paramount's the highest bidder. So I don't know why they went with Netflix. Maybe they see something in Netflix that could work out better than Paramount. I can't speak. So I don't know. But besides that, like, they're looking at this and they're like, oh yeah, we got Rocksteady, TT Games, bunch of other developers and companies with gaming, and they're just like, yeah, we really don't care about that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix sells them out or sells them in some sort of way, but still uses the Warner Bros. Title, but also just sells them to someone else. I don't know what's what they're thinking of with this, because they absolutely don't care about the gaming part of it, which gaming is huge. It's the biggest entertainment thing. Netflix has a huge, just a huge thing right here that they're just letting it go. They don't care about, kind of deal. And it's like, you could be making more money, Netflix, just saying. But Netflix, as we know, they don't give a shit. They just like to stream whatever they have. They don't care about their DVDs for their shows or movies. They don't give a shit about anything of that. Just subscribe to our Netflix streaming service and you get what you get. That's it. You can't own any of that thing that Netflix has. Not really. Maybe you can somewhere, I guess. You would have to sail the 7 seas, go online, try to find it. Which, if they don't, Netflix doesn't do shit about that, I don't mind people doing that at all. Because they deserve what they get. Because if you don't give us something that has actually physically something to attach with it, besides your dumb streaming service, you know, I'm not a big fan of Netflix. I never was. You know, I used to even use Netflix even back in the day with the DVDs where they bring it into the mail, all that stuff. And you have to, it was pretty much like a Blockbuster kind of deal where you had it for a little bit and then you give it back kind of deal. I remember those days. But Netflix, I was never really a fan of them. And over the years, I'm just more disgusted in a lot of the things they've been doing. So they have hidden gems here and there, especially in shows and movies. Sometimes it's very rare, but there is some really good entertainment on Netflix. But you gotta go through all the shit, piles of shit to see what is actually good on Netflix. And Warner Bros. Now, and Netflix teaming up doing this. The game part, the studios with the games, I don't know what's going to happen to them. I think what I said I would think would happen is they just get distributed. Like, all these studios are going to be given to some other companies or something. Because if Netflix doesn't give a shit, which they should, they don't. So I just wanted to bring that up. Pretty sad, but that's the truth. That's the truth of that. That's pretty sad, though. With Netflix. Okay. Let's get into... Let's see. Let's get into... Check it out soon here. Wait. We could get into the main topics now. I think I'm done with what I was going to say. Yeah, I think I'm done. So now we're going to go into the main topics, guys. Because there is a lot. There is a lot. There is quite a bit. Okay, let's start with... Supergirl. Okay, so I'm on Geeks and Gamers, and they have this article here, and it says Supergirl trailer breakdown. James Gunn's edgy, clinky take that shade Superman. Clinskle? I don't even know what that is. But, yes, I did watch the trailer. It's on also my Discord. In my Discord community, I usually post it. It's on movies and shows talks or whatever. It's on that section, so you could check it on in Discord. Link, you can click on my link tree and join the Discord if you like. And I did watch it, and I have to say some things about it that are negative and also positive. Negative is, or let's start with the positive. Okay, let's start with positive. Lobo looks good. Lobo looks good for Jason Momoa. He looks pretty good. So far, what I've seen in Self-Hood, it's very shadow figure, but I think the character for it and what the character represents, Jason Momoa as that character, fits that character very well, I think, Lobo. More than Aquaman did. I think Aquaman is not the best casting for Jason Momoa at all. It should have been someone else. But this one is a good casting. Same with the Supergirl. The girl from House of Dragon. What's her name? I don't know what's her name, but she is really good in House of Dragon, and I think she is a really like one-to-one a good choice for Supergirl. I think she is very good for that role. She very well. I said the same thing with David Cornsweet when he was Superman. I think he did what he could, but he was fit to be Superman. He was good as Superman. It's just the writing was not good. The writing wasn't good, and a lot of that movie was not good. Most of that movie. It just wasn't for me. I'd rather watch Man of Steel than watch that movie, straight up. I didn't hate Man of Steel like a lot of other people did. I thought it was actually a pretty good Superman movie. Yeah, there are parts in that movie that are super cringe, and I hate some parts in there, especially when the dad dies with the tornado taking him and Superman can't save him. That's retarded. Now, this one, like, that's the positive so far. All of that is good. Now, it starts out with Crypto. He's doing crazy shenanigans. He's doing crazy, stupid stuff again, as you know what Crypto does, I guess. This dog is absolutely... I don't know why people love this dog so much. I think he's absolutely dumb. Or he's just badly nurtured. He has some bad... He's not respecting any of these characters. He's just a dumb dog, I guess, kind of deal. But he is also a dog, so people love it because it's cute, kind of deal. But he's absolutely stupid. He's not respecting Supergirl or Superman at all. He should at least have some, integrity or something. I know it's a dog, but he needs to be, guided in a better way. Bad behavior, bad parenting by both sides. But yeah, he pees on Superman on the newspaper, which is a sign that I think it's a sign that the dog doesn't care about Superman at all, but probably doesn't care about Supergirl as well. Wakes up. She's always wasted. She looks like she's hangover. She has a hangover. It's her birthday. She's dancing to disco, and Blondie comes. The song, hey-oh, that song plays, 80s style again, with the, she has headphones on and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, are we doing Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy all over again? Because when I watched this, it felt like Guardians of the Galaxy, female Star-Lord Guardians of the Galaxy, straight up. And there's like some people with her, they team up, there's lasers going around, these bad guys are coming after them. She tells the backstory of Krypton, stuff like that, because she saw Krypton fall. And then with Clark Kent, with Superman, he was a baby, he didn't see it. So she's more traumatized than Clark is, where Krypton was destroyed. I get that. She's traumatized. And then people are saying, oh, it's part of the book series. Yeah, the new series has this weird-ass Supergirl that a lot of people dislike. That's what I hear. A lot of people don't like this interpretation of Supergirl. But they could have taken Supergirl from ones that people actually did enjoy, because I remember Supergirl when I was growing up. I watched it in I think it was the Superman animated series or Justice League. I thought Supergirl was like a bubbly kind of character. I don't know, maybe in that show she was, but she was like a positive, happy character, as well, bubbly a little bit, a little bit like a little derpy here and there, a little bit like friendly. But when she get pissed off, she was pissed. Like, she would get mad and everything, and stuff. But I feel like this character is not that. It just feels like she has trauma, And she's trying to get away from the trauma of this. So she's getting drunk on, what is it, some sort of solar energy, sunlight or something, but it's like the red sun or something. It's like a stronger sun. And she's getting hungry for that. She gets drunk out of that, I guess. She's partying. Stuff goes down. I don't know what's happening. Everything. And there's some cringe parts here and there. It really is. And she's just destroying all these enemies around in like a spinning circle. And then it just ends coming out this summer or next summer kind of deal. And that's pretty much Supergirl. Like I said, I could be wrong about this, but so far what I saw, the negatives of it is more than the positives. But I am hopeful. I'm optimistic about things sometimes. I give things chances. I really do. If I can, I will try to give this a chance because I like the actress for this. I think it's a good character for her for this one. But the thing is, I think the direction, especially with James Gunn's adaptation of all this DC universe he's making, it's not really what people want. And it just feels like Guardians. And people are getting sick and tired of how he's writing these characters and how he's developing these characters. It's just something about it is just very cringe now. It's not freaking The Boys. It's like Superman is Homelander and stuff. It's like, no, because he wants to do it like crazy and kooky and off the wall, balls to the wall, weird, kind of deal. And it's like, yeah, it's not working out. Like that worked out with Guardians. It's fine. It was its own thing. But with Superman and Supergirl, you just can't do that. And also Peacemaker. Peacemaker season 2, I heard, was really bad. So there you go. So what we got? Well, the Supergirl trailer has officially been released, and for better or worse, it's about what everyone thought it would be. Another James Gunn joint. There you go. More James Gunn. The Supergirl trailer begins with Krypto, the superdog, much like the first glimpse of the god of James Gunn's Superman. Of course, always Krypto. Krypto is the only thing that's selling these movies. Nothing else. Why just make a Krypto movie? Seriously, I want a Superman movie, just Superman, and Supergirl, just Supergirl. Come on, dude. Why? It's the Baby Yoda thing all over again. Krypto is more DC movies using a newspaper as the target rather than her floor. Get it? If you don't get it yet, you will. Yeah, because piss on Superman, pretty much, kind of deal. I don't know. Yeah, but that's pretty much it with that. That's the thing about the Supergirl trailer. While this is sort of Craig Glimper's movie, it very much feels like a James Gunn movie. Yeah, so James Gunn is not directing this one, but his vision is definitely influenced by it. You could tell. Whether or not that's a good thing depends on feelings about Gunn's works, particularly Superman and Peacemaker, though I doubt Supergirl will be as extreme in its content as Peacemaker, but it's a down and dirty superhero movie from the looks of things. With lots of humor, some not particularly good looking action, good special effects. The spacecraft looks terrible, blah blah blah. So yeah, it looks like this type of James Gunn would prefer to have made rather than Superman. So James Gunn would have had this than Superman. I don't know about that, but who knows? Yeah. That's pretty much it for that with Supergirl. I can't say much because we can't see the trailer because I would get copyright on here. So, copyright flagged or something. So, not worth the risk for that crap. I'm sorry. I know there are some people saying that this looks amazing. I'm like, I don't see it. I really don't see it, guys. I'm sorry. I'd rather watch 5 times Frankenstein, which I just watched recently, the Netflix Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro, Frankenstein. I'd rather watch that 5 times than watch this once. Supergirl. From what I saw. Maybe they'll change my mind with another trailer. Maybe. Give them a chance. But I'd rather watch that than this. For sure. Because that Frankenstein movie, whew, that might be movie of the year, straight up. It's so good, guys. It's so good. I highly recommend checking out the Netflix Frankenstein. It's really good. Really, really good. All right. But you know what else is really good? You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe it. GameStop. So we're going to watch this. Try to watch it. I don't know if it's going to work, though. Guys. We're going to watch GameStop. The GameStop Awards. We're going to try to watch this, guys. I don't know if we're going to watch the whole thing, but this is the GameStop Awards 2025. So GameStop literally, I'm on X, Twitter, and they just dropped this out of nowhere. I saw this circulating online, and I was like, what is this? I have no clue what I'm watching, you know? And it's just literally award ceremony. It's pretty much making fun of itself, but also trying to be serious, but also making fun of itself. It's so weird, and I like what they're going with it. Because GameStop, you know, their name has been tarnished over the years. Let's just say it's gone so bad with GameStop that, you know, they needed help from stockholders, or literally stock, to go up like crazy because gamers literally memed it. So they are now memeing with the gamers themselves. They are a niche now, and they're trying to get gamers back now by just doing these memes like crazy, like what you remember. So let's check this out. I haven't watched this fully yet, so there we go.
If these walls could talk, huh? Hi, my name is Scott Wozniak. I've stepped foot in a GameStop 2 times in the past 3 years.
2 times in the last 3 years. That's crazy. Dude, I haven't went to GameStop since 2020 or 2021, like COVID times. Dude, that was the last time I stepped in a GameStop. I got it was just like, yikes, what is happening to the store? It's absolutely weird. Like, I just had a bad experience during that time, but still, it's crazy. I think this guy is some sort of creator himself or something. I don't know. Some people said that. So a lot of these are going to be creators giving out the awards. So yeah.
This is one of those times. GameStop represents everything that makes video games so
He's such a
exhilarating,
nerd.
extravagant,
He looks
and
like a
exclusive.
nerd.
And we're here tonight to celebrate this past year in gaming. The Nintendo tell by the angry mob outside, Sony listened to feedback concerning the PlayStation 5 Pro's price and changed it. It is now $750. Xbox gave up, and apparently Funko isn't sure if it'll stay afloat into next year. Oh no. What'll GameStop sell now? And folks, this year, we're celebrating some
Fuck Funko. I always hated Funko anyways. Fuck them.
incredible milestones, as today is the 8-day anniversary of Assassin's Creed Shadows on Nintendo Switch 2. And only at GameStop are you truly surrounded by other folks who care about this stuff as much as you do. Yeah, that's right. Can't do this shit at Walgreens. Tonight, we're not only celebrating gaming, but the community that makes GameStop, GameStop.
What do you mean a $6 trading credit? That is ridiculous!
This
That's
is the
so
GameStop Awards. Now introducing...
That's so good. He's trading in his game and he got ripped off. It's less than what he would give. That's so funny. That's so me too.
Our first presenter.
My name is Topher A. You may have seen some of my videos on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or maybe even Facebook, depending on how old you are. But today, I am here to present to you the category of Best Video Game Comeback of 2025.
What is it?
And we have 4 nominations in this category, but we can only choose one winner. Now let's take a look at the 4 nominees in today's category. First up is Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta.
Ooh,
Metal
that's
Gear
a good
Solid
one.
is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. And I personally ever doubted we would ever see a return to form for Metal Gear, especially without
Hell
the
yeah.
creator. But here we are in
I like this game.
2025 with a remake of Metal Gear Solid
It has
3
problems,
Snake
but
Eater
it's still
in
a
the
good
form
game.
of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta, which was fantastic. And the second nominee in this category is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Okay, first off, I've been waiting for an Oblivion
So far, these
remake
are all
or
remakes.
remaster forever, which
Okay.
I considered a remake. They're calling it a remaster. Either way, the game was fantastic, and it brought Elder Scrolls back in 2025 in a
remake.
very
Or it could be a
meaningful
remaster.
way. Better than anything else has over the last decade.
That's so
Game
weird.
number 3 in this category
Is it another remake?
is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Now, again, this is a series that I have been waiting
Yo, this is so
to see a
funny.
comeback on
Another
for a very long
remake.
time. Now, I know we got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which was a fantastic
I see the
game,
trend.
but 3
I
and
see what's
4
going on
really
here.
brought it back in a meaningful way. I think that the Tony Hawk franchise could absolutely make an even larger comeback with maybe even some new games in the franchise, or just give us that Tony Hawk's Underground remake that we've been wanting. And the 4th nomination in this category is Fortnite Battle Royale mode.
What?
And this is an interesting choice, but in June of 2025, Fortnite was at its second lowest concurrent playership ever, with under 1 million concurrent players, which is actually very low for Fortnite. But just a few months later, the concurrent playership completely skyrocketed and brought Fortnite back to the map when they did the Simpsons season collaboration. If you haven't played it, that's when they completely turned the entire island in Fortnite into Springfield. I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and it even brought me back to Fortnite in a very meaningful way. And the winner of Best Video Game Comeback of 2025 is
Metal Gear?
Fortnite Battle Royale.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now before you start hitting the comments, like I said, let's take a realistic look at this. Fortnite had its second lowest concurrent viewership
I totally
ever,
forget about
just
Fortnite
in the
every
middle
time.
of this year, and a few months later somehow brought it back to being one of the most played, if not the most played, game on Twitch again. And that, my friends, is the definition of a video game comeback. Let's just see if they can keep it going for another year.
Probably. Most likely.
What an upset. Here at the GameStop Awards, we'd like to take a moment to ask,
What an upset.
what is it about gaming that's so special? Is it the thumbsticks? Is it the 28-cent trading credit you get for Gears of War 4? Or is it the people? Tonight, we'd like to honor you, the consumer, for what you do best, consuming. The nominees for Best GameStop Item GameStop customer
What?
Justin just bought are
Spooky Clown, Buck the Bunny Controller, SpongeBob Game, Big Ol' Rubik's Cube, and the Skibbity Toilet Mystery Bag.
And the winner is
It's me. I feel pretty good right now. Got a lot of good stuff.
terrific. Now this.
What the fuck? Dude. That was crazy.
It's Dashy. Y'all might know me from YouTube as the guy that says, "What up? It's Dashy," and also yells a lot and curses a lot too. I want
He's lagging my internet. What the fuck? It started lagging. That's so good.
to apologize for that. But today we're here because GameStop asked your boy me. By the way, fun fact: I did a skit at a GameStop. Y'all seen that? No, look it up. Dashie, GameStop skit. No, okay. Like I was saying, GameStop asked me to present the scariest game of the year category. I'm excited. I'm sorry. Here are this evening's nominees for scariest game of the year. Wait, is it evening when y'all posting this, or I don't? Silent Hill Elf. I don't have a weapon. Leave. Get your ass out of here.
He just screams constantly.
I didn't explode the whole house. Well, hop out. Oh God! Oh God! I hear it! Oh no! Open the door quick! Oh no!
I don't even know what's going on. Wait, what game is this?
Why are you caressing the seat like that? Sir, you good?
You looking to party? There's this great place under the tunnel. I can get you in.
No, I'm not a human. Go on, honey, shoot. Once mama's gone, my brood will come. They'll come for every last one of y'all. And Five Nights at Freddy's, Secret of the Mimic. Who was that? Who just came to life? I'm dead. They're up here. I don't know who it is. Oh, God! Ah! And the winner for scariest game of the year goes to... No, I'm not a human. I'm scared of dying.
Oh, really? This game.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
I know
Wait,
this game.
Can you cover my eyes? Do you have a kind of a band? Oh, God! Oh. Yo!
That's crazy. This beats Silent Hill F. That's so stupid. That's so great though.
Ooh, yeah.
The GameStop bunny.
What? Holy sh! What is in there? Why would you need two of those? Alright, chumps, let's do this.
Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins.
I can't feel my tail.
Little ad for GameStop.
Good evening.
Really
My name
adding
is Leonard, and I'm here tonight to present the nominees for Best Pokemon Card of the Year. You know, it is absolutely wonderful to be here tonight, especially to be joined by so many esteemed creators. And Scott the Wasp.
This one, it feels like if you've seen last year with the Real Game Awards, it's literally trying to be the same thing where it's kooky and weird, but it's also giving you awards that are like crazy and just obscure, and it's actually like entertaining and funny kind of deal. You know, it's just all over the place. I like it. It reminds me of the old Spike Game Awards when it wasn't Jeff Keighley, when it had Zachary Levi and all those other people on there. It was just crazy and kooky. I think it was a better experience. I like it that better than what we get now. The pristine one feels like the Oscars kind of deal. Like, yeah, it's good, but that's not the environment gamers are, to be honest. It's more laid back, relaxed, memey, funny, trolls, you know, kind of deal, you know, trash talking each other, like stuff like that. Just funny shit.
GameStop. GameStop.
Why does this remind me of like old G4 style like comedy? Just like random ass shit that's actually like it understands itself and it doesn't take itself seriously, and it's actually hilarious. That's what makes it great, you know, kind of deal. It gives me like that G4 vibe. It really does. I love it. I love this so far. It's great. Even though
I'm Riley, and welcome to GameStop.
Yo!
Today I'm here to talk about trading in your old console.
It's the Best Buy girl. She's goth now. Hey, yo! She's in GameStop now? That's crazy. That's actually funny. That's funny as heck, dude.
Oh my God!
Holy shit, dude. That's so good.
Games and accessories to GameStop. Bring them in and we'll assess the condition, then give you cash or store credit. We accept a wide range of video games, consoles, and controllers, including...
That's crazy. She has a nose ring? She had a nose ring in the old one too, right? And she has tats and everything. You know, I kind of dig it so far. It's not that bad.
retro.
I'm not a big fan of nose ring, but it works for her.
We also accept phones, tablets, Apple Watches, Apple TVs, and MacBooks. Even some collectibles like PSA-graded cards and amiibos.
She got crazy hair now.
Thanks for stopping by GameStop. See you later.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good advertisement. Good right there. That was good.
Hold up. Ain't you wondering what the best Switch 1/2 game is?
What?
Well, lucky for you, you've come to the right place.
What
Switch
is
2
it?
came out this year, and it's had a bit of a interesting launch, to say the least. There's been some up and downs. We've had game key cards, $110 Switch 2 docks. We've had some overpriced amiibo. And the Virtual Boy came back.
True.
Man, if there wasn't a better time to be a Nintendo fan, let me tell you. But anyway, let's move on to our nominees.
Shill Nintendo fans.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. This one's got the cool monkey.
Monkey time. Monkey time, boys.
And practice all sorts of awesome moves. One after the other. Getting stronger, getting faster. Roar! Let's do this! I am strong!
A lot of monkey stuff.
Metroid Prime 4. Don't forget your amiibo so you can listen to the desert music in this grand return to the Prime series.
Throwing shade at Nintendo is so hard, dude. So funny. So ass. What the fuck were Nintendo thinking, dude? So stupid.
Lost on an unknown planet.
It's not even DLC. It's freaking a microtransaction. Like, this is in the game, but
Kirby
we took it
Air
out.
Riders.
Kirby Air Riders? Yeah, this game came out. Dude, I don't hear anything about this game. Is this game any good? I have no clue if this game's good or not. Maybe. Looks pretty cool. Just literally showing a trailer.
And Pokemon Legends ZA.
Oh no. Undercooked. Definitely not cooked enough. Undercooked. Dude. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's gonna win this. I don't know about you guys. Even Donkey Kong, to be honest, it's just okay at best too.
Dude, what are you doing? Go away. Go away.
No Mario Kart World. Get it out of
Sorry,
here.
it's just my brother.
Get it
Anyway,
out of here.
Let's get to the winner.
Get it out
for
of
Best
here.
Switch 1/2 game.
What about Mario Kart? Nope.
And the winner is
Nope.
Super Monkey Ball 2 for Nintendo GameCube.
Hell yeah, that's the best
I'm
one.
just kidding. I'm sorry. I wish that was the winner. The
I
actual
agree.
winner is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Congratulations.
Yeah, I knew
to
this was gonna
DK.
win.
Congrats to Pauline. Nintendo really hit it out of the park this year with the 3D platform.
Dude, Super
really,
Monkey
it's just
Ball
an
would have been
absolutely
better.
Incredible game, and congratulations
Hell yeah.
to that for winning.
Hell yeah. Oh, look at that VHS. What is it? Oh my god, this is some retro shit. Retro games. Yo, they're hitting you with the nostalgia trip. Oh my gosh, dude. What a trip. Dude, they know. They know how to hit you in the field. They know. Then they have synthwave music? Fuck. Yo, I was grooving to that. Oh well.
Freezing out here.
Wait, who?
The nominees for the GameStop Skater of the Year.
Skater of the Year.
Corey X Kenshin.
Who's a sore loser, huh? Did you just pull a gun on me? Over a mobile game?
I show Speed.
Bro, Tech, can somebody please pick me up?
Yo, I Show Speed's kind of whack.
Hey,
He's crazy,
sure you
dude.
got the right spot.
I'm trying to travel across the whole America and my tour bus is broken.
We can help you with that.
Hey, yo.
Video game donkey.
Kirby Air Riders is a racing game where killing makes you go faster. It's an experience made with the slickness of the unlockable slick type star.
Slick star.
This guy's awesome.
The menus for Sakurai's games are so stylish and exuberant that he married the lady who designs them. The developers want you to feel cool for playing this, and
Yeah, this game's awesome.
Look
I
how cool I am.
forgot what this guy's name is.
I did that.
And the Rizzler.
So dumb. More ads. Pull. Yeah, I might just watch this whole thing, dude. I'm actually kind of entertained, not gonna lie. Entertaining. Real entertaining. An arcade stick, huh? You just sniffed it. You had to sniff the arcade stick. What the hell is going on? Yo, this reminds me of G4 so much. GameStop should just literally do G4. Power packs. There you go.
Now, the man, the myth, the reset machine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not live, because I be farting.
Farting?
For real. Don't find the shiny right now.
Farming or farting?
This is the worst video of all time. This is the worst video. Party Arlie. You know it's gonna be a shiny party when she's in the building.
I don't know what
That's a mighty
happened.
fine goat you got there. You want to swap for a new one?
What do you got?
How about this one?
No tears, Diane. This is for the best.
And that's how a trade works, except here we use games.
All right.
All right. When you want to trade games, there's only one place to go. At
Oh,
GameStop,
do you
can
have
trade
that?
finished games for cash or in-store
Do
credit
you have
and
any
save
good
big on
Call
new
of
games.
Duty?
Trade at GameStop.com.
I want some
Power
good
to the
Call of
players.
Duty.
I'm asking you to extend the chiral network to the south. That's our last, best hope of saving the world.
Death Stranding 2. Sex on the beach.
Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction.
Claire Obscure Expedition.
Hell yeah.
33.
The best. The winner.
What hurts more are the memories.
The winner in every category, pretty much.
We'll never have. The time we'll never spend.
We exist for as long as she wants.
The Paintress and Noir, they will pay.
Break the cycle! It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other.
There's so many questions left to answer.
This game's so good, guys. Definitely check Expedition 33. I don't know how many times I've praised this game on this channel. You gotta watch. You
Hollow
gotta
Knight
play it.
Silk Song.
Oh, this is a good one too. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And Ghost of Yote.
This might be the weakest one. I'd rather play Death Stranding 2 Sex on the
We
Beach
live
than
and we die.
Ghost of
But a ghost carves their
Ghost
own
of
path.
your thighs. Your thighs.
Wandering a road of steel.
I'd still rather play Eclair Expedition.
Finding renewal beyond revenge. The things we endure make us what we are. But a ghost chooses who they will become.
Copy paste Ghost of Tsushima, just weaker. Weaker story, just everything about it is just meh. Not even with the controversy about the actress.
And the winner
including
is.
that.
Got it right here.
The main actor. Is it Yotai?
Claire Obscure Expedition
Yes,
33
Eclair,
from
let's go.
Sandfall Interactive. Congratulations. I had no doubts in my mind. That was a fantastic experience.
Hell yeah.
And it's a well-deserved win for Sandfall. Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You got the goods? We got the goods.
More ads, GameStop ads.
That's my truck! Wait, no!
That's so funny, dude. That actually did happen, didn't it?
Get your gifts
Someone
from the
stole like a
ultimate source of
truck
games and electronics.
full of like
GameStop. Joy to the players.
consoles or something. That's crazy. Maybe that was a reference to that. Yo,
It's the
AVGN?
fucking nerd here, and I've
Hell
been
yeah.
summoned by a corporate entity to present an award for the worst game of the year. Man, what year are we on at this point? 2025? That's a whole lot of numbers just to say this year sucked. Now, thankfully, I haven't played all of these games, but I guess somebody had to in order for them to get nominated, so that's a depressing thought. But hey, there must have been some good games that came out this year too. And you know the old saying, you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. Or, in this case, you just gotta fucking suffer. Anyway, the nominees for the worst game of the year are... Mine's Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome
Wait, what happened? It lagged?
Tour. Well, I'll drink to that. To numb the pain...
Some...
What were they thinking?
Did it lag out?
I can't tell. I'll drink to that. To numb the pain.
I don't know what's going on. It just lagged.
Well, that just happened. 2025 worst selling video game console.
Why is it lagging? Oh, it's because probably Twitter.
Game Awards.
To that. To numb the
Minis for worst selling video game consoles of 2025.
Mini?
Zebo, Soldier Game, The Winner, and Gizmondo. And the winner is the winner.
The winner.
The Wii U wins something.
The Wii U
Next up,
won for...
this.
No, Wii U's great. I like the Wii U.
Hello, Scott. It's Jim. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's Caticris. He's the angry video game British version, pretty much. That's what I call him, the AVGN British version.
Onto this special
He's pretty good, too.
Awards. Now, we all love video games, right? So I'll be presenting my nominees for the award of the game I only had time to put more than 2 hours into because I was busy of the year. And the winner goes to Hades 2 on the Switch 2. Wow, what a game.
What?
Is it good? Oh. How many hours did I put into Hades 2 on the Switch 2? None. Because I played it on the Steam Deck. Have a good gameplay.
So true.
And don't forget, remember, Hades 2 is the second one. Thank you.
So true, though.
Yeah, we take these. The PS4, where the cords at? Like, what you need to do with this?
No, just the games, not the console.
That don't make no damn sense. The games, I don't...
You know, the digital games, man.
Just the digital games from inside the console.
Yeah, I still need the console. I'm done with the games.
Get your ass out my store, bruh.
Come on, man. Sir, please.
Oh man, come on. Come on, don't do this to me, man. Come on.
Oh,
Shut up.
shit.
I need to feed my dogs. You should have been fed that dog.
Power to the players.
That's so. That is actually a really great advertisement. Holy shit. Yo, I'm just want to trade in my games on my console. How the you think I'm retarded? What the hell? Get out of my store right now.
All right, this is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, and I'm about to give you the top
What a throwback.
operator skin for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 2025 GameStop. Snooch to the nooch. I'm about to get in my cave, sit down, and give you the options. So, best operator skins of Black Ops 6 2025 award. Chucky.
Chucky?
Bride of Chucky.
Wait, what?
Jason. Not this Jason, but Jason from Friday the 13th. Jay and Silent Bob. You know what? Make this 5. Bluntman and Chronic. Now, all of them had their style.
It's so dumb.
You know, all of them are cool. They had different styles.
This is
and
so
such.
retarded.
But the winner goes to Jay and Silent Bob.
Of
Or
course
just
it
Jay.
is.
Or just Chronic. The winner is Jay. Jay.
It's so dumb.
Nothing. No.
Dude, we're all waiting for you at Tilted. What are you doing, you idiot? Hope you were nice this year, because right now all
What
the coolest Fortnite
idiot.
gifts are available at GameStop.
Waiting
Joy
at
to the
Tilted and
players.
Fortnite. That's so stupid. And
What's
fun.
up? I'm Brendan. You may
Put him in the
recognize
bad
me
list.
from my TikTok video.
Oh shit. Xbox.
Guys, I am so sorry I'm late for our LARPing session. What is that?
We're playing Diablo 4 co-op on the Xbox Series X, and we got the bundle, so we have extra endgame items.
Is that what's her name?
No, not that. That.
The couch?
Yes, it's an anachronism. It's ruining my immersion.
And the Xbox and the TV aren't?
Games, gear, knowledge. GameStop. Power to the players.
That was Asmongold and what's
guys,
her name?
This is John from the channel Spawnwave, and I'm here to present the Xbox Game of the Year. So let's take a look at the nominees. Starting out with Claire
Emaru
Obscure, Expedition
and
33, Sandfall Interactive.
what's his name?
Split Fiction, Hazelight Studios. Arc
Wait, what is
Raiders,
this for?
Embark Studios.
I don't even know.
Borderlands 4, Gearbox Software. Hollow Knight Silk
Why is it lagging? Yeah, Asmongold and Emaru. That was them.
Song, Team Cherry. And Ninja
Emaru,
Gaiden 4,
Emaru.
Platinum Games, Team Ninja, and Koei Tecmo.
What? Why is it choppy like this?
And the winner for the best Xbox game of 2025 is Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Of course.
So congratulations to Sandfall Interactive. And,
Of course.
You know, looking at all these nominees, and then also just the range of different titles throughout 2025, many of which being high quality, there's a very diverse number of genres here that are represented. I think that's the most exciting part about
Even
games now,
GameStop
especially.
Awards is
you can see a smaller studio or even a
saying
brand new studio
Claire
burst
Obscure
onto
is
the
gonna
scene
win
with an
everything,
awesome title
too.
that really changes
That's
things
how
up.
much
So
it's
really enjoyed
wrecked
2025
the
and
whole
all the different experiences.
game industry.
Looking forward to 2026 and a whole bunch of new ones.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's a good card.
Best pullout?
First live stream pull. What did I get?
I got some good pullouts in what's that one game?
Most obvious outcome ever.
Best pullout?
Wait.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Let's freaking go.
Hi, we're Mega 64.
Mega 64. Nice.
From our famous video Tetris in real life.
And our even more famous video, The Haunted Wii. Ooh.
We're here to give out the
More
GameStop
famous.
Award for Best Video Game Store.
The
The
best
nominees
video
are
game store of the year.
At the Game Store.
Game Tub,
Fun Buttons. GameStop.
Lester's Game Shack.
And the winner
Lester's?
is GameStop.
Oh, you don't say.
10 years in a row.
Crazy. Great.
That was good. That's good. This is another ad. What the fuck? What the hell? Why are these ads even better? Like, these ads are better than anything at like the Super Bowl. Like, I'm serious. Some of these ads are so much better.
Roll home
Oh
fast
my-
with holiday goodies. GameStop. Joy to the
Some of
players.
these ads are pretty good for GameStop. Not gonna lie. Very nostalgic. What the heck?
Oh, as exciting as this past year has been for gaming, let us not forget all of the upcoming gems that await us next year. Here are your nominees for the most anticipated game of 2026.
GTA 6.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
6 out of this.
Resident Evil Requiem.
Requiem. Hell yeah.
You're not like other people, you know. You're quite
special.
Great Ashcroft.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
This and GTA 6 are probably my most hyped for next year. Not gonna lie.
Grace.
Resident Evil 9 and GTA 6. Even though I'm a little concerned with both games, to be honest, I'm still hyped for both of them. So yeah,
Destiny.
put my expectations pretty low though. Put it pretty low. Your destiny, Miss Ashcroft.
The Witcher 4.
Witcher 4? What the heck? Witcher 4 is not coming out next year. It's coming out in like 2027, I think. That's what I heard. I heard rumors about that. That it's not coming out next year. But Witcher 4 is going to be big too when it comes out. It's going to be better.
The Elder Scrolls 6.
Elder Scrolls 6, that's nowhere to be found. Nowhere. This one teaser a few years ago, I don't know how many, 5 years ago, whenever. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Novakin. Novakin.
Finnegan Fox for Intellivision Amico.
Wait, what? I hope this wins. The Miko. That game is gonna be crazy.
Wow. And the plot thickens, I said.
Good choice.
The explosions, the vibe, the grittiness, the realism. This is Battlefield.
This is Battlefield 6. Hell yeah. Damn. Get it. Probably copyright. Ghost of Yote. At least GameStop gave Ghost of Yote a nomination for Game of the Year. That's funny.
Member of the Yote Six, and I will bring you peace.
Yote. Ghost of Antifa. There you go.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Creatures such as you and I cannot resist the call of revenge.
Here we go. Who's gonna win? Anticipation's killing me.
I found something new to
What
live
is
for.
it? What is it?
Donkey Kong Bonanza!
Bonanza. Monkeys. Monkey time.
Huh?
Mr. Monkey. So we got Yotai. We got Donkey
Halo
Kong.
3.
Halo 3? Fuck yeah.
Like what?
Dude, Halo 3 was so sick. This cinematic right now they're showing is one of the greatest. I literally used it for my background when we talk.
Don't you?
It's in the background. It's a clip I use. This is the clip. This is one of the greatest cinematic cutscenes ever. Straight up. It's the one I always remember. So sick. Dude, this is so cool. Not yet. Boom! So sick. The tanks were shooting at him. Holy shit, dude. Dude. That should win. That should win. Halo 3 should win.
And the game of the year goes to Halo 3!
Let's go!
18th year in a row, the best game of the year is Halo 3.
Fuck yeah!
Grab up in a cold one with your boys and get that LAN party going. It's Beanie Weenie time. Halo 3.
Dude, the music's so good too. I'm gonna maybe have to copy it out or edit it out, but it's really good. Pre-owned available. Damn, that was sick.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Well, the GameStop Awards are wrapping up.
no.
And thank you, GameStop,
The
for giving me
meme.
the opportunity of a lifetime
Oh,
to
hi.
host the GameStop
Didn't see you
Awards
there.
in one of their historic stores based in sunny Toledo, Ohio.
What?
GameStop is a massive part of my identity. And while my therapist can bitch about that all they want, they will never truly understand how much this corporate entity means to me.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
But before we go, here's one more thing.
Special announcement. CEO of GameStop Corp. What the fuck?
I love you guys.
Hey, yo! What did I just watch?
Holy shit.
What the hell? That was crazy, dude. Yeah, so shout out to GameStop for that. That was entertaining as heck. I actually like that better than the Jeff Keighley Game Awards, not gonna lie. It was actually pretty good. So shout out to GameStop for entertaining us and entertaining me for that. That was pretty awesome. Nice an hour about presentation of that. That was great. I would like to see that more for sure. It was really good. What was it? It was crazy. I liked that a lot. What else? Oh, yeah. So a lot of these people that were doing this, they did this freely. I don't think anyone was paid to do this. So everyone just did it for fun. Like, if GameStop came to me and just, could you do this, whatever, skip for this part or whatever, I would have said, yeah, sure. Because, like, you know, if you like games and stuff and whatever, GameStop, you know, it has its missteps, but it's trying to bring people back. And, like, if I did this or anyone did this in general, like, to show, you know, GameStop, just to meme and just have a, you know, laugh or two, I would do it. Yeah, I would do it because it's funny. It's legit, like, really good, you know. I felt like most of them just did whatever they could. Like, they literally gave them, could you do this part for this moment? And be like, you can do whatever you want kind of deal. Like, I don't know if they had any, like, talking points or anything, but that was actually really well done. So I give props to GameStop for that. That was pretty amazing, not gonna lie. It's pretty great. Pretty great. So the Best Buy girl was also pretty good. Not gonna lie. She's now at GameStop, so like that a lot. That was pretty good. Also, like GameStop, this was at the Game Awards thing, and it's like Battlefield. It's not Red Sex, it's Red Sec. And then GameStop's like, why didn't they just call it Battlefield Royale? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, right? So stupid. I love it. It's so dumb. I love it how dumb it is. How dumb is it? Yo. Look at that, dude. It's the Best Buy girl. Nah, that's not right. Upgrade. Upgrade. Perfect. That's crazy. She's more goth now. She was probably always goth, but now she's even more goth. That's crazy. Oh my god, dude. It's so funny. Last topic for today, guys. Let's talk about the game. Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards 2025. So, what I have to say about the whole thing. Okay. My expectations are always super low when it comes to the Game Awards because we know that it is a circle jerk of companies picking out their favorites. Your vote does not count when you go into there. 90% of the vote goes to journalists, media, companies. All those people choose who wins. Yours is only 10%. So yours doesn't really count. That's first thing. Second thing, there's favorites. You can see the favorites always at the Game Awards, who is going to win. You could see it. Sometimes it's messaging, which there was a lot of weird shit again. It's starting to tone down a little bit now, but it's still there. There's still that activist messaging in there. Once in a while, you see it happen. Third thing I could think of that why is it feels like it's always rigged for some reason. The one that game that gamers all are saying that should win never wins. So that's the thing. It's usually up in the air, but most of the time, the majority of gamers say they want this to win. It never wins. It's like something completely different, and it's not good. It's been like this for a couple of years now. Last year was interesting because it was Astrobot that won last year, and it was a surprise that won. So it was just a 3D platforming game, and we didn't expect that to win, really, to be honest. I didn't. But it was a good welcome, I would say. You know, this year was interesting because we had a bunch of indie games. I think 3 of them. And then we had a couple of AA and AAA in there. So we had Clear Obscure Expedition 33. We had Death Stranding 2 on the beach. We had Hades 2. We had Donkey Kong Bonanza. We had Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And Hollow Knight Silksong. So we had 6. And a lot of these were indie. So, by no surprise at all, guys, we have the winners and the losers, of course, for each one. And I wanted to say something before I tell you like the winners and what I thought about the whole thing. There was a thing here. I don't know if this is true or not, but before the Game Awards were coming out, there was a lot of these articles coming around saying a trailer at the Game Awards cost developers up to $1 million, says new report. So I watched through all the trailers, and I think the longest one, if I remember, I think it was, and it showed a lot of gameplay too. It was the Phantom Blade Zero. It looked really good, and I think that one might have cost $1 million. Now, we've heard last year and the years before that it was $200,000, $300,000, somewhere in that. Now it's $1 million, which is insane. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. Gaming is, especially the Game Awards, is the biggest entertainment space that you can look at. It's like the second E3. Well, E3 doesn't exist anymore. So Summer Games Fest. It's like summer, and then this has like the biggest announcements. Now, the announcements are not really that complex because the announcements for these games and the awards that are shown, the announcements are usually just cinematic cutscenes. They're not much gameplay. There is gameplay here and there at some areas, but they're very shortened. And as well as the Game Awards, where they're giving out these awards to all these developers and companies, and it pretty much puts a precedent on the rest of the industry. So whoever wins, everyone's watching your game and everyone's thinking, we need to do better. We need to be in this position of what they did. We have to look into it in that way. So a lot of shareholders and a lot of people are looking into it. And that's why it's very important to show what is Game of the Year, so people can see that there is love and care for this game and people will like it and are wanting this game. So, yeah. That's why this year was really weird, because a lot of it, yes, there was some rigs here and there, but I feel like it was less. I feel like it was trying to be very safe, but at the same time, it's the one that most people wanted. Like, gamers wanted this the most, kind of deal, which I'm going to talk about. But I just wanted to bring this up. This is a lot. And all of this goes to Jeff Keighley. I was watching the Game Awards. Everyone was super chatting and giving donos, and no one's reading your super chats or donos. No one cares. People are just hitting red bangers, $100, $50 like it's nothing, dude. Jeff Keighley's gonna just pocket that money. What are you doing? What are you doing? But whatever, he's getting his money. It's literally the best grift you can ever do, because he's grifting hard on it, and it's great. He's making big money on it. Good for him. Good for him. But I'm just saying, you could just you can get publicity for like little indie games without having them pay a bunch of money up front, But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Now, the thing is about this whole thing is that the most important thing, obviously, is Game of the Year. Obviously, that's the one everyone's looking at. That's the one everyone wants to know. So the Game of the Year was Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which is fantastic. You know why this is fantastic? Not because this game is a very well-made game and very particular, very a throwback to those old Final Fantasy game style games. It's because it literally puts a nail into the gaming industry. So this literally shows the gaming industry that you can make a fantastic game, but you have to have the creative passion and understanding to make a fantastic game. Not with just what is the newest trends, not with just how we gonna take people's money and goodwill, not because we want to tell a message about this game that has nothing to do with the lore itself, but it's modern messaging that no one cares about, not because I'm losing my train of thought. I was on a roll and then I totally forgot what I was going to say. Not because it's a cash grab where it's just Assassin's Creed Shadows over and over and over again. Not because of that. Not because it has its own identity while still being old, but still being fresh, if that makes sense. It's an old type of game that feels fresh. And that's why I've been saying it since April when I played Expedition 33. I said, this game will not beat anything that's coming out this year. There's no way. Ever since. And I had other people tell me this too. And everyone's saying online too. Where this game constantly, since the launch of this game is phenomenal. This game is the best game I played in the decade kind of thing. That's what people were saying about this game. Because this game was on that tier. It really is. It really is. And I have other people I know personally, people that I've played with. They say this is not their kind of style of game. They're not really interested. They really couldn't get into it or not really that interested into it. I understand that. It's not for everyone. That is true. Not like a few years ago, Baldur's Gate 3 won, and that's not for everyone either. It's a good game. Like, I've seen it, I saw it, but I don't think it's a game for me. I feel like there's too much in it, and there's too much things. Maybe because I'm getting older, I don't know. But I feel like this game is meant for me. I like this game more, a better experience, the story, the RPG elements, turn-based. It's more action-y a little bit too in there, where it feels like you're doing things as well as, you have to be careful, counterattack, attack, defense, parry, all that stuff in this game. It's just a really good game overall. Story's well done. Characters are well done. You can tell this has a soul to it. A lot of games that come out these days, they don't have no soul. They feel like not a passion. They're not art. They're just slop. We talked about Call of Duty. That is slop. That's what's happening here. And just with Astrobot, just with Baldur's Gate 3, just with Claire Obscure Expedition 33, they are different genres, but they are creative with the genre. Every one of those that won recently are creative in some way. They have something to say. That's why they rise from the depths and are the best ones. This company, 33 people made this game, or 30. ex-Ubisoft employees that were bored at what was happening at Ubisoft, and they started their own company, Samfall Entertainment, and they made this game. They got the audio, the music from a SoundCloud singer and the music. I think they got the writing from a Reddit user or something, which is really weird, but okay. And they've just said it at the Game Awards. They said, literally what they said was, thank you to all the YouTubers out there that literally helped us make this game because they didn't know how to do it. Shout out to them. See? And they also shout out to the creator of Final Fantasy that Square doesn't give two shits about Square Enix. They fired him like 2 decades ago, didn't give a shit about him, and he brought Square Enix or Squaresoft or Square Enix to what it is today because of the thanks of Final Fantasy. They would be gone by now because of him. Created the Final Fantasy franchise. And he, the director for Clear Obscure Expedition 33, he thanked him because that was his vision. And he thanked him because without him, this game would not exist. This is why it's important. And this is why history and repeating what is good is what is. And this is why this is a lucky draw and probably the best thing I've ever seen in like just in gaming in general. It is literally gamers won. Gamers have won. And now the industry is looking at this and they are sobbing. They're like, what happened? We lost to an indie game. It's usually a AAA game, an indie game. Close to a AA game. It's almost close, but it is an indie game. Indie games are kind of expensive too, if you think about it. They're pretty expensive. Some are cheaper, but there are expensive ones. But look at this. Clear Obscure Expedition 33 broke all-time the Game Awards record. With Clear Obscure Expedition 33 up for a record number of nominations at the Game Awards 2025, there was every chance it would bring home many of those accolades. Sure enough, the RPG cleaned up at the Game Awards 2025. It was a huge night for Samfall and Interactive. It was, yes. It was crazy. It was crazy. Here are what they win. Here's what they won. 9 awards. 9 awards, guys. 9. Absolutely took everything. If there was a game that Expedition didn't win, it was just one. It was just one in that category that didn't have Expedition on that category. That's the only one that won. You got Arc Raiders winning one, too, for Best Multiplayer. You had Hades 2 win for Best Action or Adventure. You know, there was a couple of games here and there. But most of it, clean sweep, Expedition 33. Game of the Year, Best Game Direction. Not even Kojima could win that. Kojima was there. They barely showed him, though. He was clapping. Kojima didn't win anything. Very surprising. I thought Kojima would win Best Director for Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 won nothing. Absolutely nothing. Best Narrative. Best Art Direction. Best Score and Music. Best Performance. Best Independent Game. Best Debut Indie Game. Best Role-Playing Game. Holy shit, dude.
Holy shit.
Do you think Samfall debut RPG release was worth the hype? Question mark? I think it is. I think it is. I know some people personally that are not into it, and it is not meant for everyone, but they said the same thing with Baldur's Gate 3. People, like, there is in this situation, if you don't like this game, you understand it, what it means. You understand it. You can be, what's the word? Respectful for it, because it does make sense. It does make sense in the long run. Why? You could be respectful for it. I know people are like thinking about what would be game of the year. I asked them. I gave them Expedition 33. And then I had a couple of my friends talk about Expedition 33. They're like, that game, really? I don't think that should win game of the year. I'm like, is there anything better? And they couldn't even think of one thing at all. At all. That could win game of the year. Because when I said that, they were like, nah, that's not that. I was like, I think that's going to win. That's going to win. Expedition 33 is going to win. It has to. There's no way. You can't rig this at all. It could have been Death Stranding 2. They could have switcheroo on that, or Hades 2. I would have been okay with Hollow Knight Silksong, or even Hades 2, for that matter. I'd be okay with that. Donkey Kong, no. And Kingdom Come, sorry, but no. It has to be Expedition. It was the game that wasn't controversial at all. Everyone I knew, and I also, we all enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed this game. It's a game, it's a throwback to an era that is missing, especially at Square Enix. Square Enix is seeing this, and Ubisoft, and they're sobbing. They're like, holy crap. Why didn't we make games like this? Why did we have to signal message? Why did we have to make slop-ass, uncooked games that are just side quest after side quest games, and it's not what fans want? Maybe we need to cook and make some good games, or get actually real devs in here that actually understand how to make a good game, because I guess we don't know how to. This destroyed the whole narrative of the AAA space. It really did. It really did. You love to see it. You love to see it. Because I've been saying for a while now, especially this year, the most fun I had this year, and even last year if you think about it, was with AA or indie and AA games. It was the most fun I had. Repo, Peak, are we there? Are we there yet? Games like that, you know. And then there was little ones like AAA games like Metal Gear. I had a fun time. Clair Obscur as well. I had a fun time. Shinobi, Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound. Like, these games were awesome. You know, I had a blast playing these games this year, you know. Marvel Rivals, I still play Marvel Rivals. I know that's not like, it's a big game, but like, it's an online game that I still enjoy. Especially now. They have Rogue that's just came out today. So, it is crazy. But you would ask the question, how much do you think was the budget for Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Now people are asking, how much was it? All of them want to know. Do we have to spend $300 million on a game? Or $500 million? Or even more than that? Do we? Some movies cost like that too. So apparently, no. As part of the talk, Samfall claims that Clair Obscur was built for less than $10 million. In order to achieve that goal, the studio chose to not have the game be a true open-world title. They say that they decided to use other classic role-playing games, RPGs, design choices such as having battle take place in specific arenas rather than out in the overworld, and having the map be a miniature version of exploration team or realm. So less than 10 million, guys. I would say that's almost close to a AA, but it's still an indie apparently, which is, You would think indie 10 million, that seems like a lot, you know? But apparently, I guess it's still considered an indie. Indies are still expensive, I guess, you know? That's insane. This whole thing, this too, the $1 million, Clear Obscure, taking everything, it's absolutely crazy. And there's more. I got to show you more because it's just, this is a game that I will be talking about for years to come. I will, because this is a historical moment. This is a historical moment for gaming. It really is. It really is. Check this, Endymion. B Claire Expedition 33 director. What does it say? File's entire staff who made game to award show. Very small team. Oh, Flies on my back, not Files. Flies the whole team. Very small team. Thanks, Sonoguchi, for inspiring him, the creator of Final Fantasies. Thanks, YouTubers, for teaching him how to make games. His less than 10 million budget game destroys any and all competition. Samfall just embarrassed the entire gaming industry. They sweep the Game Awards, and rightfully so. Good for them. I got applaud. This is applause. This is an applause for Samfall Entertainment. Samfall, you just did what most companies are needing today. Passion, understanding, great writing, great storytelling, great gameplay, great music, great art. Everything is tied into a bow for you. There you go. You know, I know there are some people out there that are a little bit pissed off at the end. It's like there's two endings kind of style. There's, multiple endings and stuff. And a little bit obscure, if you can say that. Obscure. But yeah. And we casually announced a free dungeon. That's another one. They literally gave out a free update on that day. I gotta download and play that. Free dungeons, new cosmetics, weapons, and more during the speech. Like it's nothing. And it's available right now when most other companies would charge you at least $20 for that. But no, it's free. Completely mugged this greedy industry like it was nothing, and thank God for that. Endymion's right about that. It really is. The casino of gaming, the greedy companies out here taking everything. Literally Nintendo with that amiibo with Samus. Like GameStop made fun of them. Literally that. Or Call of Duty. Literally that. Absolutely got wrecked hard. Got wrecked. It's crazy. It's crazy how good it is. Absolutely. I don't know what to say. It's crazy. It's just insane. Check this out. Smash JT. Check this. IGN Japan rates Expedition 33 a 7 out of 10. So they thought it was average. It wasn't that good. But then they say IGN Japan names Expedition 33 their game of the year. Bruh. Make this make sense for me, please. Please. This should be 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Easily. When this game was announced, I remember, I think I was here. I was doing the stream or doing a recording or something. And I said, I feel like that game has something special. I really did. I saw that gameplay, that few minutes of it. And I was blown already from there. I was like, what is this game? I want to know more about this game. I put it in my most anticipated of the year, too. What is this game? Because something about this game, it just felt special. It felt like, whoa, this is a Final Fantasy game that I would want today. That's what I felt. I was like, holy shit. What is this RPG? Like, I know there's games like Persona and Metaphor Fantasio and stuff that have done this before. We know this. There are games that it just felt new and interesting. I don't know. It just felt different. But yeah, this is weird too with IGN. IGN Japan. They're probably upset because they didn't make it. If it was Japanese made, it would have been like a 9 out or 10. Since it's French made, they're like 7 out of 10. Insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. Expedition. They absolutely deserve everything, the praise they're getting right now. They really do. I think they sold 5 million or more copies now total from April. So they're eating good. They're easily thinking about how we can make a second one now, or could we do like Final Fantasy where it's in the same universe, but it's a different story, completely different kind of. Maybe it's a different realm or different world style, but it's still in like the clear obscure world. Because I've heard rumors about that too. It could be many of those. But it's absolutely insane what an accomplishment they did. 9 victories. They're literally victory lapping all of the industry right now. And it's a small team. Like, everything was against Expedition not winning, but it won everything. Because people you couldn't say this game was bad. You couldn't say. There might be people say this game's bad. Or this is not the game. Okay, this is what most people say, but I feel like most people agree that it should win. But the people that don't agree that it should win, they're coping. You know, it's not their type of game usually, because they say that usually. See, I didn't mind Baldur's Gate 3 winning. I thought Baldur's Gate 3 would win because there was not really much any competition. Same with here. I don't think there was, like, there are some good games here. I'm not saying that. But I feel like Expedition was so good that it didn't have anything else to compete with, kind of deal. And the games this year, especially in AAA, were stinkers. So, I don't know. It blew my mind. Like, I was really happy when it won. I was happy. I know people are saying, no, I don't care about it. Like I said, it's not my type of game. But you can still appreciate it, please. You can still appreciate it. I think when, like, Last of Us Part 2 won, that was a no-go. Everyone said that was rigged. There's no way that won. That one's not the best at all. That's not the best. Trust me. That year, Ghost of Tsushima should have won easily. It should have been Ghost of Tsushima. No questions asked about that one. Everyone said Ghost of Tsushima. I agree, Ghost of Tsushima. There was too much controversy, especially with The Last of Us. And, you know, all the ratings gave it so good. And then when you saw the feedback of people actually playing it, they didn't like the game. So it shouldn't have won really much, to be honest, in the category. It wasn't that good. Not at all. Not at all, guys. Nope. But let me get my Discord out real quick, guys, and go through these real quick. Overall, before we get into just trailers and stuff, overall, I would give the Game Awards. This might have been the best one in the year. I think there was a lot of good stuff here. A lot of stupid stuff as well that I cringed really hard. They had to put some activism in there, of course. That's why I would bring the rating down a bit. But I would say I would give this I would give this probably... I would give it 7.5 or an 8. I would give it that. It wasn't bad like other years. I think this was probably the year that was a little bit better, which hopefully it's going to get better and better if it's not rigged like others were. But we'll see. We'll see with that, because there's a lot of good in the Game Awards now, even though I still think it's a joke. Same with, it's a joke. It's rigged. It's disappointing sometimes. But this year was actually a little bit different. And now I'm optimistic a little bit now that could gaming return back to being actually for fans, by fans, for fans kind of deal, where it actually feels like go back to those old days of gaming when people actually enjoyed the games and actually were quality games, not bullshit games. Not the Atari time, because that's where the collapse happened, the game crash, because the games were getting poor. And I was saying if we're not careful, we're going to go into a collapse again. But whatever happens with AAA, if it leaves, it's not a big problem, because we're still going to have indie and AA, in the market. So, yeah. It is a good thing. So this is a wake-up call. So I'm on my Discord community, and I'm on Game Talk and Videos. You could check this out as well if you join the Discord. So we have different games that were shown off at the Game Awards. So we have Pragmata. It's just a trailer, pretty much, of the game. I don't know if we can even show it. Is there going to be some sort of commercial? Because Discord loves commercials. Loves it. It's just Pragmata. The Capcom game, that little girl on the back of the astronaut guy, whatever. There's a demo out now, so you guys can check it out on Steam. I'll be checking out later. I will, and I'll see if I like it or not. I think it's just a miniature demo of it. Nothing too big with this game. It's just a miniature demo of the game, like the beginning parts of the game, probably like the ones they've shown for a while now. This is that game. So this is the hacking / shooting game and moving around. So yeah, what I hear about it, the people who have played it love it. So I don't know. This might be a niche game, but I still want to give it a shot because it does interest me. This one also kind of interested me. Bradley the Badger world premiere. So, Bradley the Badger. It's how do I explain this game? It's like it's a badger. It's like Little Big Planet or Astrobot with Crash Bandicoot and Dark Souls. I don't even know. When I was looking at it, I was like, what am I watching? It gave me Crash Bandicoot vibes. I think this is more like Astrobot, to be honest. But it looked good. I like the animations and stuff. 3D platformer. Very creative game. Not hating it. It looks pretty good. So I'm definitely interested in that. Then we got Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. Okay, this started off the show. At first, I was like, is this Mass Effect? And I couldn't think of it what it is. And apparently is, I think, some of the Mass Effect people are helping with this game. The OG Mass Effect people. And it's called Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. And you're like, oh shit, Old Republic's back? Is this the remake? No. Is it a prequel, sequel? No. I read into it. It's supposed to be its own thing. So it's Old Republic, as you remember. So they bring back the OG guy who created the Old Republic 1 and 2. And they're making this game. Because there's people that are hungry for good Star Wars content. That's all it is. People are hungry for Star Wars content. and especially the Old Republic because it's well praised, obviously. So they're like, okay, let's get the creator who did those and let's make our own Old Republic. So this is supposed to be at the end peak of the Old Republic. This is the end parts of it. Way into the past of the movies. So it's way in the back, in the past. And yeah, that's what they're doing. It's just a cinematic. A lot of these are cinematics, you know. But looks good. Probably not going to come out in another 5 years or something, but looks good. Every time a new Star Wars project comes, it usually never comes out. It's really rare when it does, you know. And then the guys who made Baldur's Gate 3, they're going back and doing Divinity. I think this is Divinity 2 or something. This is a very gross trailer. It's a cinematic. I probably can't show this because I'd probably get sexual themes in YouTube and everywhere else. They would flag me for this. They wouldn't like it. But yeah, it looked gross, but at the same time, I am intrigued what it is, you know, kind of deal. I don't know too much about the Divinity games, but I hear good things about it too. What else we got? Coven of the Chicken Foot. This is made by Naughty Dog devs that left Naughty Dog and made their own studio. It's like a grandma, old woman in this weird animation. I'll show a little bit of it if I can. And there's like this creature, and they are working together. It's a platformer. It's kind of like a cozy game, I think, sort of game. Don't know really much about it, but it looked interesting, though. It gave me Last Guardian vibes, if you know that game, by the creators who did like Shadow Colossus. It gave me that vibe, but very interesting vibe it has for it. I am a little bit interested in what it can do. It's just a nice little platformer, puzzles and stuff you can do. I wonder if it's going to be 2 players. I don't know that, but it looked pretty good from what I saw. Grandma's waving. It's pretty good. And then, oh boy. You know me, guys, as a Resident Evil fan, Resident Evil Requiem, we finally got our first footage of Leon. What have I been saying for a while? I've been covering these leaks for a while. I said the more and more I see these leaks about Leon in the game, I actually start believing it now. I really am. Because even Dusk Golem, the biggest leaker from them, he's been saying since the beginning, even back then, that Leon's in the game. And people are saying, no, it's Grace Ashcroft. No, it's not going to be Leon. No. But I was like, I think it's going to be that. And there was another leak a few days ago. It wasn't even a leak. You can even check it out on the PlayStation Store. They already leaked Leon in it. You already saw it. You know, it was a cover on your PlayStation Store thing. It had Leon in the back and Grace in the front. That was the cover. So it was already official by then. This just made it more official with the trailer. That there was a leak a few days ago. I can't find the leak anymore, but it was like a 4chan leak, which, again, take it with a grain of salt. It had a lot of things in there that made this trailer more reliable, that leak. Especially with the villain, the Victor guy. That was in the leak. Leon and Grace were in the leak. There were characters like Claire and Yoko from Outbreak in there. There was the virus itself was the new pathogen virus they used in Resident Evil. This new type was in there. Bosses, references to Jill and Sherry kind of deal. There's in there, but they're not in the game. There were characters in this that were on that leak. Now, how do I feel Leon in the game? I'll just put this in the background. How do I feel Leon's in this game? How do I feel about it? I know a lot of people like Leon, and Leon is a cool character. I like all the characters, but Leon's not my favorite. To be honest, the only reason why Leon's in this game is because Grace Ashcroft is an FBI agent. And Leon is a higher up agent of that sector. So that's the only reason Leon's in this. Everything else doesn't make no sense why he would be going after Umbrella. He just protecting the country and its soil. So he protects America. Now, there's no president. Not saving the president's daughter. Not president stuff anymore. But he just has to do this. And this is the guy. The Victor guy. He's one of the guys from Umbrella, I think, that worked with Umbrella. And I don't know what happened after that. So they're kind of adding a new character. I don't think... Maybe there'll be more lore to explain who he is and why he's doing it and stuff like that. But he's one of these Umbrella people from the past. Okay? And yeah, Grace is there. It's a detective. And the whole premise of this part gave me vibes of the very first Resident Evil, where they're like, there's a detective story going on where there's bodies getting, eaten and torn up and weird stuff is going on, dogs and all that, and the forests. Remember that in the first Resident Evil? It reminded me of this scene. So they're doing that scenario. This one feels like a thriller mystery, but with horror elements as well in it. I don't know. It felt like that. So it's trying to be more grounded again, which I don't think it's going to be fully grounded, but it feels more grounded and low-key, like zombies are kind of back now again, which I like. I like that. We're not going crazy like Lady D and stuff like that. And then they have the new thing. We have a car come in, and we have where's Leon? Is Leon here? No, that's Victor. And then at one point, yeah, the car comes in, and Leon comes out, and he's like, yeah, like John Wick, Keanu Reeves is like, yeah. And then you see Leon. And Leon looks like he didn't age that much. He's a little bit older, you could tell. But I feel like they just aged a little bit of the model of 4 Remake. And it's the same voice actor, the Nick guy. I forgot, Nick Asparagos, or what his name is. The guy who played him in Leon in 2 Remake and 4 Remake, which I wanted Matt Mercer to come back because it would be canonized with the older ones. But I guess they were okay using the Leon again, the voice actor, because he was actually pretty good. He's a good Leon too, I'm just used to like the Matt Mercer because he was the older one, from last time we saw Leon was Resident Evil 6 in like a mainline one. So besides the animated movies. The CGI animated movies. But yeah, he looks good. He looks like Leon, as we remember. Definitely older. He's probably in his 50s now. Now, is he going to pass the torch to Grace? He's going to help Grace out and stuff. All that. Who knows? A lot of stuff we don't know yet. But this is a thing where I saw people say, Leon's in the game. I'm sold. Day one buy. So that's all they needed to do is just add an existing character. And after that, it'll go, people will want to check this out now, kind of deal. And at the end, it's pretty brutal what Leon does with like the chainsaw and stuff. You see a little gameplay of what's going on here. He has an axe, tomahawk. I think this game was supposed to be that Apocalypse where people were like going around talking about Apocalypse. I think this was Apocalypse at one time with some interesting aspects of it. Now they're just fully, Raccoon City, all that kind of deal with this. Rips the chainsaw, takes the chainsaw off of him, and then roundhouse kick, blast him, and then, you know, the chainsaw after that. You know what happens after that. But yeah. Now, what do I think about this Resident Evil thing? Trailer. It was good. It was definitely better than what we had before. But I said, again, I don't think Leon should have been here. People say, oh, it makes sense. Yes, but I feel like if we're ending and wrapping up the whole series in a bow, there should have been Barry, Rebecca, Chris, and Jill from the start. The OG team who started it all. You know, the STARS members that survived. You could have had maybe Leon and Jill, Claire, but I feel like Leon, if there's a big problem with Umbrella again, and Leon has to jump in and do something about it in U.S. soil, I guess, but I think Umbrella is more Chris and Jill's thing, you know? And I think Jill, especially if Jill, you know, I think she lived in Umbrella or Raccoon City for the most time. And what her town became, it got destroyed. So she wants revenge on Umbrella. Same as Chris, you know. So I would have wanted probably Chris or Jill back. If not Chris, then Jill. I think Jill would have been a better character for this, to be honest. I think Jill would have been better. And if you had Jill and Leon, that would be even better. That would be a perfect combination right there, you know? Because we'd never seen that besides Death Island, that CGI movie. That was it. But I don't know. I'm still conflicted about it, but I am happy that we finally got one of the OG characters back, you know? And I hope they don't fuck up Leon like they did with Chris in Village. I did not like what they did with Chris in Village. Even in 7, he was okay, but his design was weird. They changed his design, how he looked. They made him look like the OG Chris, and then they make in 8, they bring him back to how he looks like from 6. Like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. You could tell they were rebooting the franchise when 7 came. They were trying to reboot it. So they added Chris in there just for like an Easter egg kind of deal. But I don't know. And then they had Exodus. This is the people who are the OG like Mass Effect people and some Naughty Dog employees. They're working on this game. I am excited for this game, but more I see about it with gameplay, I feel like it still needs work. Something about it, like I was intrigued from a few trailers ago, but now it's starting to get really weird to the point where I'm kind of concerned about this game over time. But from what I saw in the beginning, it looked interesting. So I'll keep my eyes peeled for this one because this would be a sleeper hit for sure if it's actually good, you know? Then they had this one, Gang of Dragons. This is like a sort of like a Yakuza game, but not Yakuza. Almost like it looked like Sleeping Dogs with Yakuza. I don't know. But it's this big mobster dude taking down everyone. I don't know, but it looked interesting. Then we had the Street Fighter World premiere trailer for the game or for the movie. Now, I'm not going to put any audio because copyright. But when I saw this, a lot of references to Street Fighter 2, the World Warriors, and I like it. It's going to be a movie like the 90s where it sucks so much that it's good kind of deal. I think this is going to be the same thing. I feel like they're going for the cartoony look, the cartoony-ish style of it. Maybe it'll be cringe. Who knows? This is going to be a love-hate relationship. I feel like this movie for me. Because I like Street Fighter, you know. Is that... I think that's Blanca. Jason Momoa. Chun-Li. Yeah, I like the little slit. They're like, we gotta show some booba. We gotta. It's Chun-Li, dude. Zangief is so good. The guy from Reacher, the last season, he was one of the bad guys. Dude, This guy is so good. Okay, Balrog. I don't know, 50 Cent. Kind of weird, but okay. Is this Sagat? Oh, no, this is Dalsim. Dalshim? Who the hell's this? Oh, E Honda. Cammy. Cammy looks okay. They're going with this style, Cammy. All right. Ryu looks good. See, here, and Bison doesn't look that bad, but is this? Oh, no, this is Dan Hibiki. Vega looks all right. Guile looks weird, but yeah, okay. And they're fighting and stuff. Like, the fighting looks really good. Holy shit. Yeah, this one is going to be interesting to see. And then they had, oh my god, Andre. Holy shit, that was brutal. This is brutal. Look at this one with Ken. Bam! Punch him right in the ground. 2026 in theaters. And then they have the car bonus stage where they break the car. So cool, guys. I'm more excited for this than the Mortal Kombat movie, I would say. I definitely want to check this out in movie theater. If I watch this in a movie theater, I probably will because I am interested in this. It could be a shit show. It could be for sure. My expectations are still low, but I love Street Fighter. I would love to watch this then, kind of deal. What I think also is about this is I think it's going to be like what I said, a love-hate relationship. It's going to be one of those movies where it's like it's a pleasure to watch this movie, but it's a guilty pleasure. That's the word I was going to say. A guilty pleasure of mine. Like the old 90s Street Fighter. I like the old Street Fighter movie. Same with the first Mortal Kombat movie. I like the old 90s one too. Those are really good, but they're not the best movies, to be honest. I just like them. I like them. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, but I do like them. So yeah, they came out on stage, all these actors. They look good. A lot of them look good. Dan Hibiki's the weirdest one. I don't know why. But freaking Jason Momoa, Blanca, a lot of these characters, I question the M. Bison still. I question the Dan Hibiki. I question, I don't know who else. I think everyone else is pretty good. Oh, Cody Rhodes is Guile and Akuma. Dude, the big guy, Zangief, he's great. Oh, what's her name from Ghost of Yotai? Oh, gosh. Oh. So yeah. Chun-Li needs to work more thighs. She's gonna need to do a lot of kicks. So she gotta be more fit for that, but we'll see. I'm excited for that though. Then we got Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. Looks good. Can't complain about it. It's just more Lego. And Tomb Raider, Legacy, Atlantis, and I think there's another one though. Yeah, there's another one. But okay, I saw this going around the rounds online. There was a leak of this game. And so there's two games coming out, one in 2026 and one in 2027. So this is the one that's coming out in 2027. This is like a new Tomb Raider game. It's going to be a new one. Let me see if we can get some
that
audio.
say you're unstoppable. But I say, all legends must come to an end.
This Lara,
That's where you're wrong.
I'm not feeling this Lara, like this model of Lara, really. I need to see more. But yeah, are they making her older? I don't know. This is like a new story.
Just getting started.
But the voice actor is really good for Tomb Raider. I think they got back the OG Lara voice actress, right? just this character, this villain is pretty lame looking, not gonna lie. This lady, she looked kind of lame if that's the villain. But it's back to raiding tombs again, it seems like. Which is what Tomb Raider should be, right? With puzzles, parkour, jumping around, platforming, and then gun and shoot the, wolves or something come at you. Let me see that again. This is the problem I'm having with Tomb Raider right now. The more realistic it becomes, the more I don't like it as much. It's fine. It's okay. But I would prefer a stylized version like we got for old Lara Croft. I don't know. Every time they tried more realism, it just gets worse and worse. I don't know. So yeah. We got Lara back. This is called the Catalyst. So this one's going to be this. This is a new one. This is the one that's coming in 2027. And then they drop another one right after. And we're like, who the fuck? And this one looks a bit better. This model, not perfect. Could be tweaked. This one's coming out in 2026. This one looks better. This is the one with the, what is it called? Atlantis? I think it's called Legacy of Atlantis. This one I like better because it's literally the first game remade. That's all it is. So, this was at the event.
It's been years, but the events are still etched in my memory.
It doesn't look that bad. She looks, they made her more realistic, but she still looks fit, Like people would say, oh, she looks still not as good as what we want. And like, it's still not good. Like, I'm like, bro, she's not ugly anymore. She's actually way better than what she...
Lost Worlds.
She's not ugly at all. Dude, the other Tomb Raider, the one that was reboot, that wasn't ugly either. It just needed more improvement. It was supposed to be like the prequel series for her. It's just, she was just pretty average. Now she looks a bit better. Like she's improved.
Frozen.
But this detail looks way better of her than she did in that one, I think.
In time.
But this one's coming in 2026. See? It looks okay, Could be sculpted a little bit better too. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's maybe because of the big lips from the old ones, the bigger chest. I don't know. It's something about it stylized. But a lot of people were saying she's like Chloe Fraser in Uncharted. I kind of agree. That's what they're going
New
with.
discoveries waiting behind every door.
This looks good though. OG Lara Croft. Dude.
Across every chasm.
So sick. Dude, they brought this. Dude, this flip stick, they brought it back. That's so sick.
I didn't know that.
Sure. She got a pretty decent chest size here. I don't know why people are bitching about the chest either. It's not that bad.
The path this adventure would
This is probably the hottest Lara has been in a long time, guys. Trust me. I feel like this one's way better. You got the pistols with the raptors. Yup. Damn, dude.
But it lit a fire.
I don't know. This just looks really good. I don't know. Some people might say this is not good. I think this looks good.
I need to go further to uncover the secrets.
Hopefully they don't butcher Lara and change some story elements from the first one, because that's where people will be pissed. Retold story remake. It's not actually a remake. It's retold. It's a reimagining. Right? Oh my god. Dude, that's sick. I don't think that... It feels like they try to fuse the reboot Lara and then like the classic one. It doesn't look that bad. I don't know. Some people may be looking at it too. It's not that bad. It looks better than the other one, I think.
Some legends are destined to be retold.
This is the first area in the game, in the OG. This was sick. Yeah, I like that. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. So with the Lara Croft thing, I just saw this by Wario64. So Tomb Raider Legacy of Landis gets the Mediterranean wetsuit outfit when linking Amazon Games ID account to Steam, whatever, this. Dude, her wetsuit from Underworld as well? Dude. She looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. I don't know why people are like, you want this to be like the OG. I understand that. You want it to be OG with the style and it. Like, I understand the reboot. It wasn't that, but this one is staring respectfully. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Spare my gooning chair. Here we go. Hell yeah, that looks good. I just don't like Amazon, and I don't like Crystal Dynamics. So there you go. Hopefully this is another thing. Even Mugalord said this. Can we back to stylized versions for games? The image on the right is supposed to be the redesign for a rumored Tomb Raider 1 remake of Lara Croft. Yes, she looks attractive, but that's not Lara. The image of the left is Lara. Yeah, that is true. She always had a sexy but toughness to her and oozed with confidence. She's not simply a supermodel with a gun. There's a place for realistic graphics in games, but we need to go back to stylized graphics because characters stood out more. Now, how do they not understand Lara Croft? Why is it so hard to capture her essence? Again, that's if the image on the right is real. So it was real. So here we go. What they took from us, style versus realism. So this is the region. I like this still. You know, she had the big lips, the big boobs, style. It's just, I think it's the stylized version. She looks the same, but the thing is, this is more realistic. And it's just the style that's what's going on here. The style. It's just the aesthetic. There's more realistic. This is more stylized of that. You know? Maybe more anime, if you can say it like that, you know? I don't know. The more eyebrows are up more. This one is trying to be like, I think they tried to do the reboot Lara and fuse it with the new one. So this is like adult Lara reboot. And this is why I'm saying they might put in some things from the reboot series into this game and be called a remake when it's not a remake. It's just going to be a retold story, but with different elements put in. This could be the beginning of that. Because they are, oh shit, we remastered Lara Croft in that collection, which is fantastic. They're really good remasters. Let's do a remake while people wait, because it's the anniversary of Tomb Raider. Let's do that, you know? Which I think I'm more excited for this remake than that other one, the Catalyst one. But that's just me. I think this one looks better, personally, but we'll see with that one. We'll see with that one. Okay, let's just go through these rest of these because that was pretty good too. It's pretty good. Not bad though. Orbital World. This is like a cool 80s synth 80s style animation. It's a 2D split game. Only on Switch 2, I think, but it's very cool. It's called Orbital. So that one's also good. I'm going to go through these fast, guys. Forest 3. Dude, I love the Forest series. I played Sons of the Forest, or whatever, and now Forest 3. They're going sci-fi now into the future style, like Death Stranding, craziness, ships and all that. Looks very interesting and spooky. Marvel Rivals Season 6. So we finally get Deadpool. Yes. Deadpool and what's her name? Bloodstone. I forgot what her name is. It's Bloodstone. She's also in Marvel Comics. So Deadpool is going to be after Rogue coming out. So, yeah, this animation was insane how they showed this off. Marvel Rivals is kicking it out of the park right recently with characters and everything. Still needs work with matchmaking for sure. Want Marvel Rivals, but it's getting better. It's getting better. Cosmetics are great. Everything is pretty good with that. Okay, I gotta finish this up because we're doing Limit. Lords of the Fallen 2, cinematic, look cool. Soros, again, more cinematics, a little bit of gameplay. It's the what is it called? I forgot what that game's called. The people who made it, Resurrection or I forgot what it's called, but it's one of those like shooter games, the roguelikes. No Law, this looked like a cyberpunk kind of game. Also looked very interesting. Check this out, guys, on my Discord. I'm just running out of time. I gotta go fast. What we got? Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thrive. Looked cool. I like the Ace Combat games. This one, finally, they're doing something different, and I am happy about that. Here we go. Star Wars Galactic Racer. If you wanted to race pods, you know, what is it? Pod racing, you got it now. First person, everything looks insane. All right. Phantom Blade Zero. I can't show you this now, but it looked phenomenal what I saw with gameplay with this too. I think this is the next level of hack and slash games or any of these like third person hack and slash kind of games. This is the next level we're going to. I feel like this is where it is. It's so fluent, so realistic, so crazy looking. It's the next level. You thought Devil May Cry 5 was that? No, you look at this, you're like, holy shit. Or even Metal Gear Revengeance? Hell no. Then we have here Mega Man Dual Override. Okay. This, I popped off so hard in this. Mega Man is back, boys and girls. It's crazy, guys. Mega Man is back. You told me Mega Man is gone for a long time. They're bringing it back. The OG Mega Man's kind of back now. Now, I don't know if this is Mega Man 12 or if they're just doing some sort of new thing with Mega Man Dual Override. It could be like multiple different Mega Mans from different universes come in and it transforms the game into different versions of it. They could do like, oh, he turns into an 8-bit. He turns into like a claymation. He turns into like a 16-bit, like, or a PS1 style, you know, like animated or an animated version. Like, they can do so much with this. But it's still, you know, 2D platformer, as you know from the classics. I'm just excited for Mega Man to come back. It's just awesome to see. Like, what a surprise. I did not think that they're going to have that, but they did. And it's awesome. It's awesome to see. What else did they have? They had Control, the new Control. What is it? Resident or whatever. Yeah, Control. If you like Control, this probably be up your alley. I'm not really a big fan of Control, but it looked interesting though. And then we're getting Total War Warhammer 40,000. This is like a strategy version of Warhammer. So that's kind of cool too. And then the last thing they showed off of the event was High Guard. If you're a fan of Titanfall and Apex Legends, these are the people that are making this game. It looks like a shooting game. It gave me, the thing is, for the last thing, this was kind of disappointing. It gave me Concord vibes with a god premise where it's different gods fighting. You have, you know, the mythic abilities like Zeus is thunder. You turn into like a bird. You have a frost giant and all sorts of things. And then there's guns added to it, and you can go and hop on horses and shoot and stuff. And there's a giant tank that comes out of the war thing, and it looks chaotic. I don't know. And it's a free-to-play game that's coming out in January. So it's a free-to-play. You can't hurt on it. Just checking it out if it's free-to-play. But it didn't look like a game for me, personally. I don't know. It just looked chaotic and crazy, and I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't really like it that much. But that was pretty much it that I saw at the Game Awards that looked interesting enough for that. Yeah, it was pretty insane what they had. Not gonna lie. Let me put that there. Put that there. Okay. There's a lot of things here that was insane. Not gonna lie that I saw, but still was interested. Yes, I was disappointed with some things. And yes, I was actually surprised with some things. And Expedition 33 was the top of it all. To throw this industry into the water to actually see what fans want and what gamers want. That's what's the most important win for this right now, is they see what people want now. And this is what people want. People want authentic, has a soul, quality game that we've had for like early 2000s on. And, you know, it was just recent, it started to go downhill. I think it's time to go back to those. There are very creative people out there that can make really great games out there. It's just you need to find them, and you need to understand where they come from and what is going on. Because if you just put in someone because of their sex and their color of their skin and no merit to it, that's the problem. You need to find the people that actually are good at what they're doing and they have actually talent. That's what's missing. They need talent, but also need the passion and understanding of what they're doing. If you're just making it because you're making the next one because it's just, you need it. You need to do that. Like Ghost of Yotai. You know, there's some people that like it, obviously, but there are a lot of people that dislike it because that's not what the game people were wanting. You know, people wanted a continuation of Jin Sakai, and they didn't get that. So it dwindled. The sales for it dwindled. It didn't do as better as the old game, you know? People wanted another version of that. So it shows. It shows. This is why it's better to put out things people like and test the waters out. And if they don't like, you switch it up and do a completely different, scrap that old thing and do the thing that it's going to make money. You know, Sonic did that. Remember the Sonic movies? That really shitty ass Sonic, the first trailer they showed? You know, they scrapped it and they fixed it. And guess what? Sonic did gangbusters, a lot of money because people actually enjoyed it. And it had a lot of references and Easter eggs, and people love that stuff, you know? And they're fun movies. They're not phenomenal movies, but they're fun. So, yeah. Okay. I think that's it for me today, guys. I blabbed around. I talked too much. You got my 2 cents about the Game Awards. Like I said, a 7.5 or an 8, I would give it. Not too bad. Not too shabby. As well, if you guys are still here, remember to like and sub. Especially if you're new here, I appreciate it very much, guys. It does help. Like and sub again, guys. It was a long one, I know. I'll let you guys know what is going up soon, you know, with more content coming as well. And I'll be making more videos as well before the end of the year. You're going to see a couple more, okay? So, yeah. That's it. The topics of the week done, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have a good week. I'll see you on the next one, guys. For sure. Let me end this real quick here. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, all. See ya. Wrong one, guys. See ya. Another wrong one, guys. See ya. What is going on today? See ya, guys.